dun, dun. Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to 7 Dooms Live, episode 5. It's gonna be a fun one. We ended with a whole lot of player agency, and tonight we find out the consequences. I'm joined by this amazing cast, and I'm gonna let them tell you about their favorite Pathfinder monster and/or encounter, hazard, haunt, whatever they've encountered in the game as a player or as a GM, slinging top quality content at their lucky players. Um, I'm gonna start with GM Papa Kev tonight. I'm Asmo. You may have seen me around, but I've seen him. Pretty awesome. I'm sure he's got one. I'm curious what it is because
my favorite is one that kind of led to the death of actually a beloved character on the arc, and that is the Groder, the large fish that sprays a stream of water and pushes you 10 feet. There's just something about that fish. It's fun. It's fun.
It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Those fish.
yeah, like an evil Pokemon.
So fuck those fish.
It's like a Staryu.
Yeah. No, you know what? I understand the player sentiment 100%. But yeah, they're a fun monster. And
You're underselling the spray.
You absolutely have to knock every PC off the boat.
It sprays some water. It has a gland that has an endless supply of water.
You know, they really should, on that NPC in the Archives of Nethys, directly link to the swimming rules and the drowning rules.
That would be helpful. Yeah.
That should go in the suggestion box.
So, and tonight I'm playing Lassiter Wallace. Yeah, this is going to be fun. There's a two-headed snake, and we'll see what happens next as we kind of jumped right down the middle and then climb back up to the outside edge. But do you want me to pick somebody, or are you going to pick the next?
Yeah, go ahead. I like that.
Let's go with Caravan.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Son of a bitch.
Unfortunately, I have been thinking about this. Kevin is my name. That's the one my mama gave me. And Malin Abaddon is the one that was a good username to choose in early 2000s because no one else on the internet had it. And I am playing Caravan. So I've been thinking about this. Of course, the GM gives us this question, and we had like 30 minutes to think about it, and I had it's like zero. I can't think of anything except, and this is not really a monster in Pathfinder Second Edition, because the thing I keep thinking about is something else that happened in the arc, which when we started this season, and just the random halfling running into the fight with a frying pan. That's the thing I keep thinking about. So I apologize. I know I get a D- on the assignment, but I think that's enough for now, and I'll hand it over to Ruben.
Favorite encounter element is a completely random encounter element.
Good evening, everyone. I am Azadam, and I'm playing Menrian. And for my favorite second edition monster that I've encountered, I'm gonna go with the Grothlet. We encountered them quite a few times when we were playing a game of Abomination Vaults, and they really just were quite a problem every time with their just explosive endings. And so that would be my favorite, and I'll hand it off to Eric here.
Yeah, I'm Eric. So yeah, my favorite 2E monster / encounter. I don't know. It's probably the one I'm in, but like the first one actually, I think that really stands out is when we first started in with the arc, and we just arrived and we got our asses whooped by the fire drake, and then it came back for more for revenge. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Like, it just reminded me how different the game was from D&D, right? Like, in D&D, you're just used to bouncing up, like, oh yeah, we're fighting, just I'm bouncing up, and then all of a sudden we're like just getting wrecked by this fire drake. It was totally different than what I expected. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Somebody died at the end of that too, but
And enough about that. I always get sidetracked by getting sore about that all over again.
Featherfall.
Featherfall.
I pick at it every now and then, and I'm sorry.
That's okay. I now have several characters who
Elias
want
thinks
Elias
about it
to
every
die.
once in a while. Elias thinks about it every once in a while and chuckles about it now.
Dick.
And wonders what a slow smoked,
Now that-
spiced.
Now that he's
Or
an
ham.
NPC, he replays in his head the as Ursa hit the ground.
The moment
So
of hesitation.
about the Grodares that you had some Grodares following the boat, but what you left out of that was that you paired them with sharks, because the sharks would absolutely follow the Grodares, because the Grodares were knocking delicious meals, seals off rocks, sailors off boats, player characters off of boats, clerics of the party off of their hit points. It was a great combo. I was inspired by that combo to seek out a monster for my local game. I think one of my favorite monsters that I've seen so far are these. They look like floating jellyfish or Portuguese man of war, and they're called skrick nettles, and they're from the first world. So they're basically fey plane creatures, and they have a venom that they can hit you with their tentacles that causes you to begin floating upwards. And it became terrifying because my party was like, oh, no, getting knocked in the water, swimming, it's not that bad, blah, 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 we'll be fine. We got somebody that can breathe water, we're good. But they weren't prepared to get floated off the deck of the ship as the ship continued to move underneath them. So that was a lot of fun. And what really made the skrick nettle a fun monster is if you hit it with piercing or slashing damage, that same venom effect they could use their reaction to guide a discharge of it to an adjacent target. So everybody was getting floated, and they're like grabbing onto the grappling of the rigging of the ship, trying to like keep from floating away. It was the closest that I've come to, well, not killing them, but it was the first time they were scared, because they were like, we can't control where our characters are moving, it's terrifying. And then you had to like make the saving throw, and then the good news is you got to fall 10 or 20 feet into the water.
The best part is that when Starfinder 2nd Edition comes out, you'll be able to add the off-kilter condition in Pathfinder.
I always liked off-kilter.
Everybody
stacking
needs a little
conditions.
off-kilter in their life.
Stacking conditions is how you kill characters. That and ongoing damage. Hey, speaking of which, we might actually see all of that happen in the next hour. I am very excited. I love when you read an adventure, and you can't run them as like these static things. They're not just going to sit there and wait, especially if you do something that is a catalyst for activity, then they're going to react in such a way. And last session, Caravan, the bouncy trash goblin, threw himself, and caution to the wind, and threw himself into the pit and went down a significant distance, only to go, see, I'm fine, and have a conversation with people on the surface. There was some yelling back and forth. That's the part that made me realize, oh, okay, sure, yeah, nobody heard that. So when we last left our intrepid heroes, we call them the heroes of Sandpoint.
Not
Would
yet.
the people of Sandpoint call them heroes?
Definitely not yet.
Jury's out on that one.
I don't need to be anybody's hero.
No.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
You're everything.
I mean, half this party spent time
I
on
wish I could
beaches.
be.
Oh.
When we last left off, the two-headed viper had climbed up onto the rock, chasing after you. Caravan, you got a little bit of poison, a little weaker than you came in here. And the serpent was done. Serpent has been hit. Still got plenty of fight left in it. And it's Menrian's turn. And Menrian, I see you've already targeted the Viper. So you've walked, you came down the ladder, and it's a ladder made out of natural materials, mostly like dried vines and sticks. And it's strong, but you can tell they've probably replaced these a lot over time.
Mm-hmm.
Because as it made a slight creaking noise as you climbed down it. You could tell that it was one of the new ones. And you turn to face a two-headed viper. What are we gonna do?
So I'm fully off of the ladder now, so my hands are free, right?
Correct.
Then Menrian casts a spell on himself, transforming one of his arms into a large claw, and attacks the snake in front of him.
Whoa, okay.
All right. And that also applies some bleed damage, should the snake be vulnerable to that.
So you roll up, you gouge out his innards, bust through his scales, crit him, and do 10 points damage. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And he's gonna keep bleeding, you said?
Yeah, it's
Heroic.
normally a 3 bleed. I don't know if that gets multiplied with the crit or not, but
It looks like it does.
okay.
It says persistent 6 bleed physical.
Okay, perfect.
And that was 2 actions?
That was 2 actions. And then with the third action, we are going to... We're going to go ahead and do an elemental betrayal on it and make it weak to metal.
Metal.
Yeah.
Caravan, how you feeling?
Like I have amphisbane venom running through my veins.
All right, fine. Spoiler, that's what the snake's called. It's an amphisbane.
Ah, okay.
Easy for you to say.
Spoilers. Right. I was looking through my options to see if I had any antitoxin or anything like that.
I'm
So
gonna help you out a little bit on my turn.
I'm gonna move
Don't go too far.
over. Oh. Okay. Here.
Actually, it's the action I'm going to be taking, so this could be. I'm speaking, so it's a free action. So steal yourself. I can't do it until my turn, mechanically. But
I mean, Caravan's gonna contemplate what it means to steal oneself. Is this you 5 feet good?
yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna shoot an arrow.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Move, draw bow, roll 28. Nice.
And that's it.
Pretty good. Make a saving throw to see if you shrug off the amphisbane of venom. If it
Fortitude?
gets worse. Yes, DC 18.
Oof.
It gets worse.
I was
Fortunately, yeah.
So
I was
you're
curious what happens when you get
Yeah.
to these in stage 2.
So you're in.
Stage 2.
Yeah, you're in stage 2. Let's tell him what he's won.
Well, the good news is you get a +2 to your saving throw next time. Because that's my bonus that I give.
Oh, that's the thing you're doing
Action.
that out.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Go ahead and reshare this guy out.
God, that thing's awesome. It's an MC Escher snake.
Nice. Stage 2 is 2d6 poison damage.
Ooh.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
7 more points poison damage. And enfeebled 2.
Just gonna take a nap over here.
That's enfeebled 2. Whoops. 2. And slowed 1.
Oh my god.
All right, cool. All right, that's your turn. Hector.
So, yep, I used one action to give him a +2 bonus to his fortitude save. That's the steal yourself feat.
Okay.
He also gets temporary hit points equal to my charisma modifier.
Gets that automatically? That's nice.
Yeah. It's only a 1, so he gets 1 temp hit point, but hey, it's better than nothing.
As GM Papakev says, all hit points are temporary.
True indeed. Alright, and then for my next action, I shall be striking the snake with my very metal sword.
Yeah,
Chat would like you
27
to
's a
move
hit.
your mic closer to your mouth hole, Hector. You're a whisper.
Excuse me?
Oh my god, that's much better. That's much better.
All right.
Put it in your mouth.
Giggity.
Alright, well that was that. And
That's pretty juicy. Good damage.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Creature's in rough shape. You've been beating up on him pretty consistently here.
And then I am going to follow that up with a second attack.
Get your multi-attack penalty.
Oh, I didn't forget it. See? I critically missed. And I'm just not feeling that heroic, so that's the end of my turn.
Speaking of heroic, I should check, make sure you all have hero points.
God.
Everybody.
No, I totally wasn't saying that.
All right.
Appreciate the
Well,
reminder.
The first thing I'll do is sustain my protective wards, which will give everybody +1 to AC now.
Everyone?
Because now it's up to 10 feet.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Each round that I sustain it, it goes out up to a max of 30 feet, or as long as I sustain it. And
So I get
then
protective ward.
Yeah, he's just aura farming.
shoot him with needle darts.
Combined
My
aura.
favorite spells.
Oh,
Our 1-2
And-
combo.
and he should be he
Vulnerable
should
to the
take some
metal.
Yep, he should take extra damage.
The witch and the wizard walk into a bar. No one lives.
Is it applying any extra damage though?
It's not, but I
7,
can. And it
8,
will.
9, 10, it did not.
I don't think it applied any extra damage on my head either.
It's a how much additional damage?
Which it shouldn't from Hector's attack. I think it
2.
has to be a magical metal.
Yeah, not just any metal. It's got to be
2
metal
points.
property on the spell effect. 2
Oh.
points.
Not the cold
Yes.
iron longsword.
No.
Boo.
If the sword's not fucking metal enough for you.
It's pretty metal. If I was a demon, I'd like it even less. Or fey. All right, Lassiter, that's 3 actions for you. Don't
Or
end your
demon
turn.
fae.
Don't end your turn.
Don't end my
with the-
turn?
No, because at the end of round 5, this door flies open to the north.
Which door?
There's one to the,
The door
north
to the
up there on the
north.
same level. The
Oh,
door to the
yeah.
nice.
Dun,
And the name of this encounter is Shut the Front Door.
It's a good thing I've been saving my spell slots.
Right. Leaping out and almost skittering over the edge, kicking up little bits of gravel as it does so, is a creature you've seen before.
Oh, one of those little runts.
Goblin dog.
Oh,
Aren't they fun? Yeah, these guys.
dun.
They're
So cute.
They kind of are. Like I can't really be mad at them.
Like I don't want to beat it
It's like
up.
a pit bull rat.
They're like swole, skinless rats.
Yeah.
So one of those scampers out, and you know what? They can truck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, tell him what he's won. 6, 7. Well, he can only get to there. One action. With his second action. Oh, my bad. This is at the top of the next round. That's why I was telling you to hold on. There we go. Now it's all legal. And with his second action, he is going to run up to here and
Leave my friend alone, man.
he growls at Caravan. But it's not a dog-like growl. It's more like, and then he swings his head over his giant rodent head to bite at Lassiter.
You guys all get a +1 save bonus to your effects, by the way. Just for me.
Nice.
Just want to remind you guys.
Chomping and missing.
Haha.
Now it's the Amphisbaena's turn. The Amphisbaena has a pretty target-rich environment.
It sure does. That aura of protection, by the way, what kind of bonus is that to the AC?
That is.
It's a +1.
But I just mean, like, is it an item bonus or?
Oh, type. Sorry, I apologize.
Status.
I just want to know if it stacks with my mystic armor.
Status. It is a
Okay, so it does
status
stack with
bonus.
my mystic armor then.
Is the mystic armor circumstance?
It's an item bonus.
Item bonus. Nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Boop, boop.
I love stacks. All right, and I'm gonna bite you anyway. So Menrian, it chomps at you and hits.
Okay.
Massive set of jaws, much bigger than a snake its size should have.
So
And go ahead.
as a reaction, I've been wanting to use this spell for a while now. As a reaction, Menrian's eyes turn red, and he casts Blood Vendetta on the snake. So let's see if it
Nice
hits.
Menrian's one visible
Got it
eye.
now.
He failed. So what's that?
Ooh.
What do I win?
Tell him
So
what
what you win is 1d6 bleed
You,
damage.
congratulations, you just won persistent bleed damage.
Oh, I've got so much of that going on.
So I guess I should roll that? Or will it roll automatically?
It will at the end of the turn, I think.
Okay, good
But
deal.
it might not. It might not.
It's got a
It
bunch
has
of
that.
freaking bleed damage on it right
We'll
now.
have to watch this.
And it also, because it was a piercing attack, well, that's what triggered it, but it is also now weak to piercing and slashing.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Is that on a crit fail?
Oh, is that?
That was just a regular fail.
Yeah, it's on a regular fail. Yeah.
You still take the damage though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And due to make me a fortitude save DC 18.
Fortitude save. One sec.
Oh, how about an 18 on the die? Yeah, I guess you're fine.
Yeah.
So you are not affected by it. So instead, it will use one action to do twin bites, and it will bite you twice.
Okay.
It really
This does suffer
bite you.
from, this does suffer from multi-attack penalty though.
Suffers from a certain amount of common sense because it knows it can't hit me. It probably can't.
Should have run away.
Did I mention the twin bites? It says it has to be a different target, so this one is going towards you,
Okay.
Hector.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
Have yourself some
Okay.
fangs for the memories.
Oh,
Totally missed you.
Miss.
Yep, that was a miss, and
Before you
Yes.
advance,
It's gonna-
before you advance, I think it's got too many persistent bleed damages on it.
Well, it
I
has
think you're
one
right.
from. It has one from my gouging claw, and it has one from the vendetta.
I think the gouging claw one overrides it because it's a higher. They don't stack one with each other, but
Oh.
the 2d6 is gonna stay in place.
Too bad you can't stack them.
You can stack different kinds, fire and bleeding. You can have somebody be burning and bleeding to death, which I hope to visit
Oh.
upon y'all very soon, because other goblins are coming out that door.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
So,
Um,
oh shit!
it didn't apply it.
No,
Did it just delete itself?
I tried to delete the condition and it deleted it.
Hooray! Victory!
you remember how much HP he had?
It wasn't much.
Not
Yeah,
enough.
I do remember how much he had. And it was 11. But go ahead and roll 2d6 while I
Okay.
get him back on the map, because I may not need to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, 1 sec. So 5 bleed damage.
And it had 2 persistent bleed damage as well.
Yeah, it didn't take the other one.
It had 6 persistent bleed damage. We're here in a second. Sorry about that, y'all.
It pulled the disappearing act. Magical
It
snake.
did. Spana, you're such a scoundrel. Let's fix your initiative too. Fix your hit points, because you're all screwed up now. Yeah, he's in really, really, really rough shape, and I'm about to put him back on the map. It's all proper. There we go. And he still does have the persistence. So let me see the flat check now. This is my flat check to see if I shrugged it off at the end of the turn. I did not. It is your turn. You can finish him off. He's in rough shape.
Oh, it is my turn.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and... Would you say that the Amphispana and the Goblin Dog are within the range for an electric arc?
Yeah, that's within 30 feet.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do an electric arc then. I'll target the Amphispana first. And it fails. And now let me target the Goblin Dog. And it also fails.
Nice.
Cool.
Good spell use all around. Amphispana is vaporized. Yeah, he's in rough shape.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
And he goes falling, smoking, stinking of ozone all the way down the pit.
And that is all I will do for now.
That just 2? 3?
That was just 2, but that's all I'll do for now.
You can take cover behind the ladder.
Oh, yeah, then let's do that. I want to save up my focus points. I don't want to use it just yet.
Understandable. There's about to be a whole lot more goblins coming too.
You took
Mhm.
cover behind me. Careful.
Shield wall.
Yeah, I may or may not be able to do that. I only got 2 actions, and I'm going to be drinking a potion.
This guy moves to here, and seeing how it's all playing out, he's going to draw his short bow and shoot.
Yeah, you
And
should shoot
Hector.
the Goblin Dog because it totally doesn't expect it.
No, he shot Hector, and that's it for him.
Okay. I turn and off my shield.
Running out as a goblin you haven't encountered before. You've
Ooh.
encountered these commando types before, but you haven't seen one of these guys.
I like them.
They're cute.
ISO goblins are the best.
They're little Hey Arnold pyromaniacs.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up to here.
Oh, I love it when they get closer.
That's not really how they're looking at it. They're looking at it as in range.
In range is the right word for both
Still
of
the
us.
right word.
It is. Yeah, this is some gunslinger shit right now. Is what's up. Okay. Oh, perfect. So he moves up to there. Sorry, up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's got to be to here. My bad. Oh, but never mind. So he goes there, and as he starts moving his hands together, you realize he's casting some sort of spell. And it's got verbal components. So he's going, and as he does so, there's like this swirling goo manifesting between
Can I
his
attempt to
hands.
identify it a counterspell?
Yeah, can I?
If you
try
have
to
the spell
identify it?
prepared,
I don't know if I do. I don't know what it
Oh.
is yet. That's why you gotta identify it first. That's
yeah,
the first thing is the reaction to identify.
Yeah,
use your reaction to identify the spell.
same here.
Yeah, let me set the
That's
DC on that. I think I did.
Would that be an Arcana check or?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Activities. Sorry. Recall.
Actually, I think it would be. I think it's Arcana, but it could be something else too, based on. Yeah, I would allow high level. I would allow nature as well. Yeah, he's casting Grease.
Oh,
Go for it, little
nor
dude.
do I.
Good for you.
Yeah, right. And it's going to be 4 contiguous 4-foot squares.
You
And
mean
that
5
would
foot
be
squares?
4 contiguous 5-foot squares. So 1, 2, 3. He can't get all 4 of you, but he can get
Most of them.
this.
Right.
That's an athletics check, right?
It's this is. It wouldn't it be great if it was?
That's why I was
It's
asking.
not. No,
Awesome.
it's acrobatics or reflex against the spell DC, which I think is 19, but I'm double checking.
Nice.
You know, I'm at a +7 on either one. But I'm Lasseter Wallace, so we're using acrobatics.
No, it's 16. 16.
I'll do reflex.
Wow,
Nice.
y'all are kind of slippery there. So, I think you actually have nothing to worry about. Double check. Unattended, reflex, failure, no. Success. All right. Well, this is fun. You're fine as long as you don't move. If you try, you made the save. As long as you don't try to move, you don't have to make another save.
Oh.
The thing about grease is it lasts a minute, and it's not anything he has to sustain with another action.
It's just a glob that just.
It's just a glob of grease
Yeah.
that sticks there for one full minute.
It's gonna be here even after he's dead, is what the DM is saying.
If you think you can kill him in 1 minute, you're probably right. But there's more critters coming.
Another guy.
Critters are crittering.
3, 5, You know, this one,
Yeah, get in line, bitch.
yeah, he is. He's getting in line. He's gonna go here, and you know what's great about this? Can he tuck into this wall? He's gonna have to squeeze, but he can get in. No, and he's out of actions. Well, that's bullshit. Thomas had never seen such bullshit. You know what? No, screw it. He's gonna hop down here
And then
And try
hop
to-
back up.
and try to climb, because he's got a
He's
positive
ready.
athletics modifier.
Yeah.
Madden
Do
rodent dog thing.
need a 14 though, and I got a 9. So he is down here, 1 level. No, we're all set for him. 10 feet below.
Does he take fall damage?
He didn't fail bad enough to fall. He just failed.
Okay.
Aw.
Well, it said critical fail. That's why.
Oh, well, that's because I've got the DC set 19 for the. Relax. Sometimes it's just whatever number I'm thinking of, as
I
somebody
know,
said
I know.
last week.
Yeah, totally. I get it.
But it's,
I didn't say nothing. I'm just sitting here laughing.
but I recognize that laugh. I heard the subtext. All right, Caravan, it's your go.
My turn is simple. I'm just going to pull and drink an elixir of life.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay,
Well, it also will give me an item bonus on the poison save.
cool. And what kind of bonus does he get from your thing?
Oh yeah, my
Hector?
bonus is a.
Probably status or circumstance.
Circumstance. +2 circumstance bonus.
So you have +3 total to your save.
+3. Okay. I will make my fortitude save, which presumably is at the end of my turn. Maybe?
Because you're slowed, you pulled. You advance back up to stage 1 of the poison.
Yay.
Yay.
All right, that's it for me.
Enfeebled one.
Enfeebled 1 and another d6 poison damage. But not 2d6.
Hey.
But now it's back around to my turn after your turn, so I have to reapply the effect.
Sunglasses on inside.
And it was only one additional point, so that gets rid of your temporary hit point. That's good news. And your turn's over. It's Hector's. Hector!
I'm gonna do the same thing and give him, continue to talk him up. You got this. You can fight it, right? Whatever it is that he's telling you, that's so encouraging, right? So you can continue to have that bonus in your next round.
Nothing like a halfling pep talk.
Exactly. And then I'm going to make the save to move. It's a reflex save, I guess.
Yep.
And can I get into that spot over here?
I'm not sure which spot you're talking about.
I want to interpose myself between Caravan.
Yeah, go ahead.
and
Make the save.
Got it.
Crit failing, you could fall off the cliff.
Okay. It's a 22.
No, you can't get in there. It's not big enough to accommodate you. But you can get behind him.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. If I can get around behind him, that's even better.
Mhm.
Oh. Is that some flat-footed
so-
action? Off guard?
That
I think the goblin dog is in fact off guard.
That's
If
true.
Caravan has a melee weapon in his hand.
Well, here that
He
was
does not.
He does not.
that was one action. That was one move.
Correct.
2 move, sudden charge. Which means
Look
I get
at
an attack
you.
the end of this.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Ow!
Ooh.
So glad you missed.
Let me use my
Use my hero point. There's certain words I can say that make people use hero points.
no, I wanted to anyway. I can't just.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I can't miss on that maneuver. It was too cool.
At least you didn't crit. Alright, hit my cool goblin pyro.
There you go. Have some damage.
Okay. Heavy.
That's a complete turn for me.
Alright. Nice, Hector. Hey, did you know that there's more of these things?
Oh, technically speaking, I just realized. I'm sorry. I moved my aura away from you, so you lose that bonus.
Okay.
I forgot about that, but for playing by the rules here.
That's fair.
And with his horse chopper, he is going to chop at you, Hector. It's got reach.
I've got reactive shield, but I don't need it.
And he's going to use his multi-attack to do it again. Damn it. I want to crit you. My dice love you guys. Love you. All right. Well, that is it for the Goblin Commando. They left the door open, by the way.
Alright, I don't even care if I can see him anymore.
Nice.
I've got other things to do.
What's this look like? What you doing?
I'm gonna try to get some targeting done here, if I can. There we go.
We do love targets.
Then we're gonna click there. And then we're gonna do
Blazing
these.
bolt. Those
I
dice
hope
are
they all
cool.
crit.
Oh, one of
Oh.
them got crit.
Okay.
I missed
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Let's roll the dice.
Okay.
Heavy, heavy.
So the
And
pyro-
pyro died.
The
Oh,
pyro dies.
I'm so glad
He
you
probably
didn't set the
explodes
Excellent.
because he's
while
got
you
the
Right, yeah.
pyro.
I thought
Sorry,
I had missed
Hector.
the pyro.
Nah.
No, it hit the pyro. Yeah, how come it did damage to all of 3 of them if it missed one of them?
I think something
don't
is
know.
like bugged about
Something's
that spell in
bugged,
particular. Because
Alright,
like I
let me-
should have
let's-
doubled one and then negated one entirely.
Yeah, the one Goblin Commando 1 should have been double damage. He should have took 24.
right.
Let me see. I can probably let me do that.
Because that was the hit roll.
Yeah.
right?
So let me do. Oh, are you adjusting it, sir?
I'm reading which one missed. Yeah, the Goblin Pyro was a miss. So he's back amongst the living. That's
Okay.
yeah. And it looks like the others did the damage right. Distance, but I
Okay.
don't think it.
No, it didn't do double
Doubled.
damage on the crit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fix. But let me bring my Pyro.
That's
back to
weird.
life.
Looks like
I
it
mean,
has
he was
3.
He was. Yeah, he was pretty beat up before. But now he's among the living.
It's like 2 can play the Pyro game.
And you said it was Goblin Commando 1 that was supposed to take more damage?
Yes, he should have taken double.
Then he is toast.
Oh,
He dies instead.
Oh, one is better than none. And then I'll sustain my aura, which should have it at like 15 feet now, and advance the combat throw.
This goblin dog is gonna bite the shit out of you for that.
Why?
Ooh.
Oh, look at that!
That's a crit.
Yes, it is.
Ever get so enthusiastic to roll damage on someone you grab the whole combat tracker to try to drop it on him? No, just me? Okay.
Take all the damage.
Hey, it's supposed to be a crit.
Aw.
You hit the Goblin dog?
He fight amongst himself.
You drop the damage on
There
the
we go.
goblin dog.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
Oh, that feels better. Do you feel good about yourself?
And
now,
with
boy?
his second action, he is. Oh, actually, I need you to make a save versus the pox. DC 17.
Fortitude.
delightful of pox. Yes, fortitude.
Fortitude.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
do
that's a
that.
fail.
I don't want to do
Oh.
that.
Hero point. Heroes
Oh,
don't
you
get
son
crabs.
of a bitch.
Okay,
Well, sometimes they do. Apparently.
okay. Goblin pox. Here you go. Stage 1, sickened 1.
Sometimes you get critical grabs.
We should have brought some like anti-disease stuff.
Word.
He's gonna try to bite you again. Second attack, multi-attack penalty. Crit miss. You know what?
What?
He's gonna try to. No, he's
Bite
not.
my
He's just gonna-
robed ass again.
No, he's going to. You hear this like this sound coming from the goblins. It's like tweeting. And he turns and bites at Caravan instead.
Oh,
And it missed. It missed. It's Menrian's turn.
all right.
Time to save the day.
So Menrian makes 2 motions with each with each of his hands of like clawing in the air, and targets a slashing gust at each of the goblins that are still standing.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so let's
It's
see
gonna
if
crit.
this does the damage correctly. So Goblin Commando 2 should have taken 10 instead.
Did we do the proper damage to the pyro?
Yeah. He should have just taken 5.
Yeah,
other
the
guy
pyro was
should
a
have taken
regular
10.
hit.
Yeah, the pyro only had 3 hit points left though.
And if the commando's still living after those 10 damage, he also gets bleed because he was a crit.
Okay.
And so it's gonna be
Let's see. It's-
1d4
Oh, he's done.
persistent bleed. Oh,
Yeah,
yay!
actually, he's dead.
Way to steal my thunder, you know.
Hey, you're gonna get to the door and block their.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with my third action, I'm going to pull my oar from behind me as my third action if that's allowed. Like
Yes.
readying a weapon.
Yep. Absolutely. Goblin Commando falls, his last gust of air going through clenched, whistling teeth. Goblin Dog 1, he's going to try to do that climbing thing again. He's going to use the second action to do that climbing thing again.
Scrabbling at the cliffside, like snarling and stuff.
Oh, he gets up there.
Good
I
for
think he's
him.
up here.
And now he's going to bite you. None of those things had the attack trait, so this is just a ka-chomp on Menrian.
Well,
And it's a commiss. Okay, cool. Caravan.
we can't
Oh,
hear
you're
you,
muted.
Caravan.
No, he's stealth.
Aha. As long as I'm slowed 1 because that's stage 1 of the poison, and the poison's going to last for another 100 turns, or unless I save, right?
Slowed, I think, was supposed
the
stage
slowed
2.
dropped off. The slowed dropped
Oh.
off. You're good on
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay, cool.
The nasty
I'm gonna
little poison.
try a tumble through.
First, make the acrobatics check as you try to leave that square with the grease on it, and then make the one that targets his. Then make the check that targets him. That's meets beats, baby. All right, now you can go ahead and target the Goblin Dog to get on the other side. And
Oh,
on
heck
that
yeah.
one, you crit succeed. When you crit succeed on a tumble through, yeah,
I don't
you're
think
good.
anything-
Yeah, it's
yeah.
nothing special.
I think it was just.
Still pretty
I
cool.
think there's a
I
class
feel
thing.
really good about it.
I want to end up here, actually.
Blinking.
So now Goblin Dog 2 is flat-footed, off guard.
If you have a melee
Off
weapon.
card.
If I have a melee weapon, which I'm going to spend my next action drawing the rapier, and then
And then your last
Last
action to
action
shrug
attack.
off the venom. Oh. Wait, 1 to tumble through.
draw
One
One for
rapier.
the rapier.
Go for it. Do you drop the bow then?
I don't. I mean, I can hold the bow in one
You can
hand.
hold the bow in the other hand. Yeah, that works. That's
Instead
totally
of grabbing an arrow, he's grabbing his rapier.
crit success on this attack.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll the precision damage and then add it as a modifier for the damage roll.
That's nice.
And then shot spot.
He's dead.
Hey, he's
Sorry,
dead.
that should only be 7.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
That's enough.
That's 1, 2, 3 for me.
Okay.
Should I make a saving throw against the poison?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, please do that.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm gonna run up to this door.
And you are no longer poisoned.
Yeah, good job, Caravan.
Thanks, Michael.
Does the grease still stay in effect, or did it disappear with
Does.
the pyro?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
It-
It's not a
It
sustain.
stays in for a while, for 1 full minute. All right, what you got, Heck? That door is open. You're rushing inside and looking.
I was rushing over to see what I could see at the door. I can't see anything else in there. Okay.
So looking up into that, it connects to another map. So give me just a second, and
I thought so. I could kind of see the edge of the map up there.
yeah, it looks like after about 15, 20 feet, it opens up into a larger, darkened chamber. That's maybe 15 by 30. It looks like it opens up into a small. This kind of reminds you of like a chapel.
I'm gonna ease the door closed.
That's your last action, then.
That was one action, and then like, okay, so
Or not your
looking
last
around-
action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Yeah, because I go up, I look in the door, I close it, and then
Tell you what, if you want to make that action a seek action, I can give you some details rather than just the dimensions.
hell yeah, let's do that.
Right, and
I'm just waiting for my activities tab to load.
There you go. seek, and maybe you'll find. Yeah, that's a success. No, it's a success. So it looks like in that room are a few alcoves, and there's like a whole lot of legs coming out of the alcoves. And at the center, in the back, is a large looming shape. You didn't roll in well enough to get any details off the large looming shape, but you did to get the alcove legs look like spider legs, like giant spiders' legs sticking out of the alcoves.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm just gonna ease that door shut for sure.
And skulls, lots of skulls.
Okay, and these goblins came out of there?
Huh?
Okay. So maybe they have some kind of rapport with
They're
these
domesticated.
spiders. Yeah. Well, we should go through their belongings and see if they have anything that can help us with the spiders. Then maybe.
Caravan's remembering the whistles, by the way.
Yeah. I'm not. I remember them, but I don't. Hector's not remembering them.
Right.
Okay.
It's a
so
good turn, Hector.
I have one action left, I guess. I'm just gonna walk back this way. I can make my full 25 over there.
Well, I figured you moved up there, did your seek action,
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
and then closed the door.
Solid.
yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
Nobody was in that room moving towards you, so that's the good news. All right, Lassiter. This goblin dog is like just scrambled up here. His footing's unsteady. He's looking around. He's looking over for guidance, and we get a super zoom in on his eye and see a little tear forming because he realizes all of his handlers are dead.
Live wire.
Oh, live wire!
That and that.
All right, he is zapped. Okay. Any other
and-
additional or just damage?
No, just the damage. There would be additional if he critically failed, but here, if it was a critical hit, but it was not. That was 1, 2. Don't think that has reached, does it?
Do you have the second condition?
Yeah, you do.
I
Is my
do?
blood-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
I'd
the
like
dog-
to puke,
'cause-
please.
Yeah.
Which is
So you
what-
get to basically reattempt the saving throw.
which is a fortitude.
Much
Yeah.
better.
You are no longer sickened,
And then I'm advancing.
but it is an action to do that.
I am advancing the combat tracker to the dying goblin.
You may still have goblin pox, but you have gotten rid of the sickened condition. But you won't know for a while. It takes a little bit of time. Like you get
I
the
need a
sickened
10
right
minute
away.
rest, so I can
No,
speak all
you need a
knowledges.
day.
Okay, I need a day in my books.
Alright. Medrian,
All right.
goblin dog is still in front of you.
Yeah, right in front of me. So, pointing the oar towards the goblin dog, the scorch marks on the oar begin to burst into flame as he casts Produce Flame to attack the goblin dog.
Goblin Pyro had that spell.
He did.
Oh, you crit.
I crit. Alright. Oh, why did it say damage 0? Did I do that wrong?
It was a save.
Oh, it was no, it was an attack.
Yeah, it's an attack and you crit. Oh, so the damage, when you crit with it, it also does persistent fire damage.
Yeah.
At the end of its turn, it's gonna take 44 damage.
Hold on. Let me just do
He
this.
does take damage up front.
He's just incinerated.
Yeah, and he didn't have enough hit points to take persistent damage, so he's just dead.
Yeah.
And a hush falls as the rain of ashes blows down into the pit. You realize there's definitely some negative wind flow pressure here. You can
Mhm.
see it now as you see the grease get slicked down as well.
I was really contemplating during other people's turns of whether I could just like cast telekinetic projectile to like throw one of the goblin corpses down into the pit.
Once
But
they're
they're
a
too
corpse, they're an item. They're too heavy.
But they're too heavy because
Yep.
they're small creatures, so they're a bulk 3, which is too heavy for my spell.
Smaller creatures is an option. So you take a moment and realize these are the same clan of goblins that you fought before.
Yeah.
And in the rictus of death, Hector, you see that all of them have a number of their teeth drilled through to be able to create different whistles. By running their tongue on the back of their teeth as they do it, they can play their face like a harmonica.
That's awesome.
They were giving commands to the goblin dogs, and maybe signaling each other. Hector, you know that beyond that door is absolutely the Whistlefang Goblin's lair.
Yeah.
And that's
it's protected
where
by
you've been
spiders.
sent to investigate.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna walk back over here, or if people want to come over to the door, I don't know. I'm thinking we should make a plan before going through this door because I want to inform everybody what's going on. And I also have a lesser anti-plague potion that I would give Lassiter.
We have a lot of wounds that need to be attended to.
You also have some outstanding XP awards that haven't been awarded, including the Welcome Wagon goblins that you fought last session when you climbed up onto the top of the mesa, and then these goblins as well. So the Welcome Wagon and Shut the Front Door is 70 and 75 respectively, bringing you to 675 of 1,000. So you are ever closer to leveling up.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Do you have an anti-plague potion, Lassiter?
That's a good question. I should check my inventory.
I have one for you if you need one. It's exactly what you need right now.
Oh yes, I do have a lesser anti-plague.
So if you save that and
Father
take,
Xanthus gave them to us.
you can take that, and it will give you that bonus tomorrow morning. Try to shrug off the goblin box.
I will definitely take it when he just told me I have to make a save too against the goblin.
Let you see a little bit behind the. We've all fought these things before. Like we know exactly what they're about.
Maybe we know goblin dog bites tend to get infected and nasty, and people get really sick. And we fought goblins before. We're 4th level.
So you creep up to here, and now you guys want to take 10 minutes to treat your wounds?
I'm gonna drink a potion.
Okay.
It was that one time when we were drinking where Caravan accident
You have,
bit me.
you have the best luck for potions, man.
That's I'm noticing that.
I think it was
I'll do
last
3
game
wounds
too.
on you.
I'm gonna drink one of my minor potions.
Okay.
Not
Yay.
much better.
Let's see that treat wounds there.
Fucking hell.
Ooh, failed. So 10 minutes and
I'm very good at that.
not really much improvement.
I think I injured
I've-
someone last time, didn't I?
I've got medicine as well, so I'll try to treat wounds on who's our most hurt.
Caravan.
Caravan.
At this point.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to treat wounds.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Okay, so 2d8.
All that's done in 10 minutes.
I will attempt to treat wounds on myself. I'm not good at it, but I can do it.
While we're doing this, and I'm going
Thank
to
you.
talking to you guys about what's on the other side of this door in a really hushed voice, like. inside of
That
this
is
door.
really hushed.
I'm sorry. Let me get a little closer. So yeah, I'm letting you guys know that there's large spiders in the other side of the door, and it's probably their lair. But we should probably lure out the spiders. Maybe we should use these corpses to do it. Just kind of toss these guys in there, see if the spiders go for them.
You didn't have a light source on you when you looked in there, though. You were just working off of the light that was cast
Right.
before.
Yeah, I saw the spider legs. So.
Yeah.
and then we light it all on fire when they go for the bodies.
I
do
like
have my
that
staff.
set it on fire is like the standard operating procedure for this party too.
Fighters, man. Yeah.
Why are we here again?
His father Xanthos.
You're here to
Xanthos-
investigate a connection you heard from Nualia and from that Ghoulblin in the warren underneath the graveyard, that Rip Nugget is assembling a new goblin army here in the pit. And
Okay.
you are coming to see it to verify. Like, Rip Nugget was killed 17 years ago, so you haven't seen anybody that fits his description. He was a pretty gnarly little goblin warlord, pretty badass suit of armor. Yeah, he. I don't think he was the one riding the lizard, but he may have been.
Was he mean to other goblins?
He's a goblin warlord, so yes.
Yeah.
Are these goblin bodies like freshly scarred with whip marks or other implements from behind in order to sort of like punish signs of corporal punishment?
No. In fact, the only malformation. I mean, they've got some scars and some chew marks out of their ears, but nothing uniform. Except that they all have varying numbers of these holes drilled into their teeth.
Oh, some of them have pulled teeth, though, I bet.
One of them has a cracked tooth. It looks like it cracked right where the hole was. But yeah.
I was thinking that'd be a hell of a way to demote one of these goblins.
Could I
You have
use?
failed me.
Could we?
You don't-
Now you
prop
can't
the
control
door?
dogs anymore.
Could we prop the door so that I could use Mage Hand to open it with a rope,
Tie a rope to it.
or not even a rope? I mean, if we're just using a rope, then we could just pull it open. Or could Mage Hand open it?
A good door mage hand, what's the weight limit on it? I want to say yeah, but
I feel like thematically it's a pretty cool thing, right?
I like it. If mage hand lets you open
I feel like
One
you can do
bulk or less.
well, the door is definitely more than one bulk.
I don't want to carry the
but
door. I
does it-
just want to open the door.
It does it swing?
You could depress the latch and move the door, and it would be ajar. So it's transmutation. You could turn a door into a jar.
Can you open the jar?
Can you open the jar? How bad do you want those pickles?
I say we toss one of these goblins in there, or one of the goblin dogs. But I don't want to touch the goblin dogs.
Yeah, touching the goblin dogs is well. The good news is one of them is burnt to shit.
After what the DM said about you not having a light when you walked up there, I'm thinking we make a pile of the bodies, cast a light spell on one of the things in the body, and then pop the door open while we're at a distance. So that way the spider will possibly see the
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna stack these
Goblin.
bodies here. Let me. This is another 10-minute plan. So now it has
right.
been 20 minutes.
While
Can I
you're
borrow
doing that, I'm
somebody's,
refocusing.
healing kit? Oh no, that's
Perfect.
right. I need an hour.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I think we're already at our first hour. It's a little early to take a break, but I think it's a good time to take a break because I'm going to put you on a different map.
Seems appropriate.
Alrighty.
And while we do that, in this 10-minute break, Lassiter is going to swap out Bullhorn for Mage Hand so that he can pop the door.
Nice.
And here we go to break.
Thank you.
There we are. There we are.
Welcome back to episode 5 of 7 Dooms Live here at Heathen Cantina. Every Saturday night, we're rocking some Pathfinder 2e action, and it's a really good time. Check us out next week. I'm going to be playing a wizard. But right now, I'm the GM, and the party, they had an encounter with, I'm not going to call them Brute Squad, because my dice didn't show up in anything resembling a Brute Squad, but they have just dealt with a mixed band of goblin commandos, a spellcaster, and a few goblin dogs. So they're at the door to a goblin lair down in a shaft in the earth called the Pit. They're just a hour or 2 hours outside of Sandpoint. Civilization is dangerously close to this highly organized, daring, and frankly terrifyingly well-equipped goblin warband. They're about to go in there and wreck shit. They've got a stack of bodies in front of the door. I think I heard they were going to light them on fire. I just shared out a new map with them. And
Did we find all their valuables first?
Yeah, I wanted.
you
loot
wanted to
them
run their
first and make
pockets.
sure- yeah.
Karen
Yeah,
definitely
I just,
wanted their pockets.
just want to do a light spell. Fire spell.
And take some of the
tracked.
It was the whistling teeth that clued me in as to how they were getting past the spiders, right?
And
But-
that was what you noticed about the other band too. When you asked if they had anything on their person, I said, well, they have something, signature that identifies them. But then I space brained and didn't remember
The
to
conversation
follow up with
changed.
it. Yeah,
The conversation changed.
Mhm.
and
Remember.
that's what it was. So that's what connects them. Yeah. What are you doing? So are you lighting them on fire? You're casting a light
He's
spell.
gonna cast a light spell on the goblin, and we're gonna toss
Mhm.
the goblin in there to see if the spiders go for it.
Gotcha.
Can I
who's-
take some of their teeth?
Yeah, it's gruesome. But
Awesome.
you can absolutely pry them out. You got Tinker's tools too.
I'm gonna pretend you're not doing that, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't really care. Like,
Well,
I
you don't
brutally
need this
chop-
one.
I just
totally
brutally
wanna
chopped
see
the
the
goblins
harm-
down.
I totally
I'm
wanna
past
see the
point where,
harmonica you
like,
make
I
out of
can be
them.
compassionate for the goblins. Like, I'm already a mass murderer, so
Yeah. I want to see the harmonica he makes out.
Or a little tiny harpsichord so you can tickle the ivories. Okay. So who's throwing this corpse in there? Is that what I'm hearing?
you're strong. Are you stronger than I am, Lassiter?
You're about the same, aren't you?
+3, yeah.
I'm a +3, but I could toss Ant Hall on there.
That's more for if you're going to transport things to not be, weighed down
Yeah.
by it. But I'll tell you what, if one of you wants to make a DC 15 athletics check and the other one wants to make their athletics check the result of throwing it, I'll set the DC at throwing the corpse at, 13. And if you roll a 23, then you hurl it 10 feet instead of 5 feet.
I think thematically, I'm gonna help you, Lassiter, because I just like the idea of you throwing him more.
I like the image of like you trying to grab him ankle and wrist and
Oh,
and
see,
stuff.
you should have just chucked
See?
him.
I
Yeah.
should have, yeah.
Okay.
Oh well.
Well, crit succeeding means you get a bonus. So yeah, it was successful. You threw him in there. Congratulations. You did it from here, so yeah, he's there. And it looks like you didn't throw him far enough to get the attention of any spiders that might be hiding in alcoves.
Dude, now's when you need a 10-foot pole, so you can just kind of shove him in there.
Did you cast that light spell on yourself, Lassiter?
I wanted
Yes,
to cast
on
a
the
light spell on
goblin.
him.
Oh, on the. I like that. That
Mhm.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Sure, let's do that. It looks like what it's illuminating at the far end of this chamber is. Reminds you of
Some kind of
statues.
statue?
Yeah, it reminds you of statues that you've seen of like heroes on horses, this one's rear and back. You can't tell if there's something riding on that. But then you realize it might not be a horse. It's well, you're going inside. Awesome.
Mhm.
As you move inside to get a better look, you see that there's skulls all on the wall, nestled in alcoves, hanging from hooks, set up on ledges, just stuck there without any means of fastening him. It's dozens of skulls, deer, cow, elk, wolves, horses, probably human, and all of the wall-mounted skulls. Are you creeping forward anymore?
No, actually, I just hurt my back trying to throw the commando again. So the Cosmos has told me to put the shield in front of the wizard. So I'm going to take a step back and let Hector take the front, because
I'll tell you what.
That's what shields
It's
are
time.
for.
It's time to. I think it's time to give out a hero point. So I'm going to give one to Lassiter. You did torque your back pretty bad. It's not going to apply a mechanical benefit, but I like you leaning into that with the crit fail. And Hector, I'm going to give you 1 too.
Was Rip Nugget a trophy collector?
Go ahead and make me a society check or goblin lore.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, I
move
definitely
my guy
don't
'cause
have
I'm stuck
goblin.
under Lassiter, but I wanted to move up, switch places with him. Thanks.
Sorry, I kind of fell backwards on top of you.
If Hector is moving into past the door to look for things, I'm going to use Discern Secrets to give him a +1 bonus to his seek checks in there. My patron is whispering in his ear.
Okay,
In a
I'm gonna.
draconic sibilant whisper.
You know what? I give up on the goblin here.
Got light on him.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try and pick him up and shove him
Sure.
a little further.
Hit me with a shove.
You know what? Yeah, I can just do.
Okay. Yeah, you push him 10 feet with that one. Okay.
Nice.
You move up 5, throw him in 10. And it looks like just double checking.
We're gonna weekend at Bernie's this shit. Just carry this goblin corpse the whole way through. Use him to touch
So
the
as
grass.
as he lands there, you don't even see the spiders, but you hear this like spidery noise, like this spidery hissing. You know how like spiders have giant
Skitter
spiders.
talk.
Yeah, they have like book lungs, so when they move, it goes. At least that's how it works here. So as he lands there, the light sort of falls down, so it's not as bright because it was cast on his front, and enough light for you to see just this inundation of webs coming from 2 alcoves off to the side, and he's just a patch of web stuck to the floor. And what you realize is the
You should
spiders
set that on fire.
You didn't see what you thought you saw.
Is there any whistling?
Don't hear any whistling.
Can I cast Mage Hand and wiggle some of the wires, like as if he's still moving?
Oh.
I like that plan.
Or wiggle.
Hero
And
point. That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Mage Hand to wiggle
The web.
Like the thread of the web.
Yeah, the threads of the web,
Okay.
as if it's struggling. Because then you
what's the range on that?
with poison. I believe it's 30 feet.
Yeah, not a problem. So
yeah,
you do
30
that, and nothing happens at first, but then you hear this resetting winching sound, like
it's a trap.
like it's a trap, and it reset.
Cool.
Ah.
Garrett slips forward.
And looking up here, what you see is a whole lot of evidence of a specific type of goblin taxidermy. So all of the wall-mounted skulls are angled to stare down at the southern entrance in the room, the one you're walking in. So like as you look around, all these skulls are arranged in a hemisphere in this very small but cathedral-like chapel. It they're all looking at you, but they're each posed in like a menacing position. These spiders are in the alcoves, and the spiders are just like posed. They're corpses of spiders, but within their center they have this mechanism that shoots out webs.
Cool. Can I get
Um,
a sense of the mechanism and how to make it not work anymore?
so it's you're pretty sure that this guy stuck here on this weight, it won't trigger these two as long as he's fused there. But it's the center of the room here, but
There are
it
weight plates in the floor. Some of them trigger and some of them do not.
yep.
Okay.
So you're pretty sure you can step on the square he's on and not trigger it because it's not webbing the square, it's just webbing him. But what you see up ahead, it's much larger taxidermied horse, except in place of its eyes, the eyes are reflecting the light spell because they're made of gemstones.
So there's multiple effects based on the trap.
This horse has wings made of like oiled or waxed canvas, and it's pretty obvious. Like you can see straw sticking out of where the joints would be on the animal, as if it's visibly stuffed, more like a scarecrow. And
Okay.
yeah, there's a giant, like a crocodile tail or a giant lizard tail dangling off the horse's ass, and the horse is reared up. There's a familiar look to that creature.
What do I feel like you're describing like the Jersey Devil over here?
Um, you just got. I'm passing out more hero points. You're at max. Can't give you any more.
Maxed out.
And for figuring out the trap, Lassiter, you guys are good. Yeah, it's actually a Sandpoint Devil. The Sandpoint Devil. It's a statue of the Sandpoint Devil.
Cool.
And behind it, there's a pair of doors, one heading north and one heading east.
Are there places to observe in view, like, eye slits and little eye hole, mezzanine?
Yeah, move in
Basically,
there and give me a seek check.
I shall. I have the trap finder
Nice.
feat as
I'll,
well.
I'll also let my patron whisper to you as well to give you a +1.
And that's a status bonus?
Yep.
Cool.
So
Yes,
go
that'll
ahead
be a
and
+3.
hit me with that. This is, yeah,
Or
DC
+2,
is
rather.
set.
Okie dokie. This is just... see.
So it looks like these squares will trigger the spiders in total.
To do a
Nice.
detect magic.
Yeah, please do.
I don't think so.
So what you
Oops.
notice as you move in here is there is magic, but it's not like where are you pointing that cone? What do you want to know?
Detect magic isn't a cone. I don't
Oh,
think.
it's just 30-foot emanation. That's right. No, it's 30-foot emanation.
Yeah, 30-foot wump.
But seeks are cones.
Yes. So I'll do the 30-foot wobble, but visually I'll look that direction.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you're you look around and there's more just like the fading bits of some sort of magical oil to preserve the flesh, some sort of taxidermied effect.
Gross.
But a little bit.
What a waste of perfectly good arcane magic.
Somebody rubbed these corpses for a while with strange oils and stuffed them full of hay and
Hey, this had to be a passion project. Look at how much work went into it.
it does look like one artist's work too.
Can I make
We
a
didn't
seek
get
check
cut
to
him in half
figure
out there.
to because I want to step into like a square, but I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to go left or right.
Right, as you go to leave that square, that's where you'll make the check.
Okay.
Because you found the mechanism for the spiders, but you didn't find the mechanism.
Yeah, Caravan will be like, step where I step. 0 point.
I'm sorry. Was that out loud? Shit. Yeah, burn it. Burn it. You should, because that was a single digit roll. That was bad. Okay. You jump to there just as you can tell it was about to be triggered. This one is more of a time delay, like if you stand in one spot too long. So the Sandpine was called the Jersey Devil. The Sandpoint Devil is also ready to
Animate.
discharge its threats. And it
Is
looks
this
like, oh, go ahead.
is this square trapped then?
If you stand in it for too long, it may trigger. You're okay for now, but it may trigger the devil trap. But you can see the gemstones very well from here.
Is that can I disable
Valuable. Yes, you can attempt to disable it.
Okay.
I'll tell you, you can roll this one in the open. It's a DC 23 thievery check.
it? DC 23. Okay.
Not our highest DC of the campaign, but it's
Disable device.
so close. You didn't trigger it, but you also didn't disable it.
I will move it and disable device because I have thievery as well.
Oh,
Nice,
cool.
You can try too.
Uh,
I hope you fail by 5.
I raise my shield.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
Oh, actually, you did great. So it rears back and belches forth this cloud
Yeah.
of
Burp
the
on me.
devil's breath.
You definitely couldn't do
Halitosis.
that anti-plague buff.
Sorry, everybody. I smell like skunk for the rest of the game.
Oh, I've sat next to you at game before.
Nobody. Halitosis. Mhm.
Oh shit! It's the big D.
Went to school and I got the big D.
Thanks, man.
Oh no, a big D.
Got a lot of corpses around here. It's almost like a growth industry.
Actually,
I'm just putting the spider traps on here.
I'm gonna wait until he puts everything on there, and then I'm gonna spend my hero point and roll again.
Jackass.
Wow.
All right, roll again. That's just great.
Nope, still a failure.
Okay, so
exactly
let me
5
see.
that time.
All creatures in a 30-foot cone directed south of the trap. Got cones, man.
Was it more than 5, or was it 5 or more?
You failed it. By 5. Actually,
Probably 5 or more.
Yeah. So it's Hector and Lassiter that have to make this save. And as this this cloud rolls out. It is foul smelling, as you said.
Fortitude save then.
Yep. DC 22.
Narrowly avoided.
Foul smelling gray smoke.
Oh, that's good.
Critically failed.
Shit.
All right, so you made it. You are fine. You crit
Damn, last
crit
year.
failed. So you caught a freaking lung full of it. You took the initial blast.
You inhaled as it
And-
came at you.
Yeah, and it immediately just causes you to shudder. And as you let it out, you actually kind of struggle to catch your breath, and you're going to be enfeebled
dab.
too.
Oh, it's definitely taking a huge dab.
For a while. For 8 hours.
For
Oh.
8 days.
Ah.
8 hours. Wow.
It's like 2.5 dabs.
It's all the dabs. So, Muscle Wizard, you're less muscle now.
It's okay,
As
he's still a
muscly
lizard.
as I believe I am.
Might be time to get out of the room. At least get out of the path. Because it looks like the space behind it, where Caravan is safe. We're not really in initiative. So feel free to move freely about the cabin until you come to a door or want to listen or want to inspect a certain area.
I'm going to follow Caravan steps up.
All right? Sweeping and looking at the spiders you didn't get a good look at the first time.
Has that smoke effect kind of dissipated?
It dissipated. It still smells bad in here, but not bad enough to warrant any damage or
Okay.
such.
I will also follow suit.
Can I try to disable again? Because I don't know if it's
Um,
resetting.
You can, but Hector, I'll let you know when it resets.
Well, I wanted
hard
to move,
way. No, I'm just
I, wa-
kidding.
I wanted to move all the way up to this one. But
Right, but I want you to make a seek check on your way because you're looking
Oh,
at the spiders you missed.
all right, let's see what we're seeking here.
As you walk by this, it looks like sticky greeter number 2. Here, I'll ping it. This guy,
Mhm.
it looks like he's offset at a slightly different angle than the other 3. Like maybe he's on a gimbal. Might actually be the front of a secret door.
Yeah, yeah. Well, then, in which case, I'll peel off to over here and see if I can leverage it open.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Hit me with an athletics and Caravan if you want to. Mandarin, did you give me a seek check when you came in? Oh,
I have
We're-
not.
We're gonna go heroic on that, I think. Yeah,
Let's do a seek check.
that's better. That's much better. That's right.
yeah, you also see the
Hero
secret
pencil.
door, and as he's winching it open, you see into that space, and it looks like it's
Warehouse.
definitely got some cluttered wooden shelves, some crates in there, but there's other furniture in there as well.
It's a goblin shield wall with spearmen with scorpions hanging from the edge behind
That
it.
that sounds very Warhammer.
Right?
That's why I got that from you. that was my Asmo tribute.
Oh, thank you. I'm flattered. Did you hit me with that thievery check? You did, and you basically go up and pop off these gemstones, so you were able to deactivate this device.
Wow, that's
And-
like a win-win.
Yeah. Well,
So now I got a
you
bunch of gems.
I get gemstones. Yeah.
had 2 eyes.
They're worth
Two
like 7,000 gold pieces apiece too, which is crazy.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
2 7,000 gold piece gems. 2
Economy wreckers.
Here in Goblin,
I'm
You
just gonna
hear for
put
real.
gems from trap.
You hear in Goblin.
What does that
Yep.
mean?
No, that was whistling, followed by, so nothing to worry about, right? In Goblin. If you don't speak Goblin, is
We're all fine here.
Yep, let this is perfect. This is great. Do you want to move closer to the
Just a statue leak. Give us a minute to lock it down.
all right, just for that, give me a deception check.
I was going for performance.
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah, it is, and it is one. Glad to hear it. We'll close the door. Come on in. Bring me their bodies. We can put them to use.
Give us a second.
And that's coming from which way?
The door you just opened.
The one I just opened. Okay,
Huh?
great. Okay, perfect.
Can you just pick up that dead goblin and chuck him in there?
Right, and just rush in behind him, just with the sword raised, just go in hacking. Yeah. Scream while I'm at it. Throw an intimidating glare out there.
Whoa, where did you go?
I didn't move anybody.
No, it was weirdness on the map.
You're going in first, Caravan?
Yeah, actually, Caravan just like darts in.
Whoa. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna run in right behind you then, because I don't want you to get like
Got?
get got. Yeah, because you're not going stealth mode, right? You just ran in.
Oh,
Having
well,
a conversation.
yeah.
There we go. Get this off there too. That's awesome.
You know what?
Bodies
Yeah,
are too heavy. I got the big ones carrying them.
Perfect. All right, I've got some flavor text here. This is a
One of them's
musty
got magic
smelling
stuff.
workshop that you've entered. Oh, and you almost walked right up on him. It's a long workbench covered with animal parts and a cluttered wooden shelf to the west. Yes, Lassiter. You in the back.
Can I cast the light on myself since you took the token away that had my light? As a human, I'm suddenly very afraid.
Shit, yes, I can see why.
I
Dark in here.
will start whistling in the dark if I have to.
All right, you need me to drop a light spell on you?
Please, sir.
You got it.
Thank you.
Now you're just surrounded by the shadows of giant fucking spiders and a devil horse.
Everything's fine, and I'm slightly enfeebled.
Several barrels and crates to the south and a ratty-looking pile of furs to the north. A wood carving of some sort of overly muscular goblin looms over the furs, while a lever sticks out of the eastern wall, just below the carving.
Just below the what?
Carving.
Okay. And the goblin, is it Rib Nugget?
This is what you're looking at.
Okay. Oh,
Is he sitting in the total dark in there, or has he got like a light source?
He's
No,
sitting in the total fucking dark in here because
Okay, all right.
yeah,
That
goblins
guy's
like to
fucking
flex.
gnarly looking. That's awesome. I like the holes in the teeth. Very cool.
Yeah,
He's cute.
he is. They're also damn adorable.
is
So
there
my
trash
first-
cans? There's trash everywhere.
It's kind of a sloppy place, but it's a lab, and he
Are you using this?
says in
How about
goblin,
this? Can I have this?
"Wait just a. Who the hell are you? I don't know you. You don't smell right." So
Wow.
I'm gonna have him make a sense motive, but I'm gonna have the DC be your performance check from before, which was 25.
Ooh.
I am gonna give him a +1 circumstance bonus, but not because of you, but because of what they've been going through that I can't tell you yet. They got some shit going on. You know it is.
Oh, poor guys.
Oh, I wish I could use my deception check instead. Have the feat that lets me. No, but we'll go with this. It's pretty good. Looking for a 25. Got a 14 on the die with the +1. Ugh. So he knows it's bullshit.
Just on it too.
And he pulls the lever, and we are going to roll initiative.
Lever.
I'm not going to let you do that movement because of
Cool.
there's something in that square.
Ah, okay.
Since
And,
I'm not in the room yet, can I use stealth as my initiative?
Yeah, go ahead.
I like to use stealth too. Ha!
Because leaping up, oh boy. What you realize is that that pile of parts is roughly in the shape of a weasel named Sausage, and it's his pet. It's his taxidermied effigy pet.
Sausage.
Up goes the weasel.
taxidermy?
Is he
So it's like a
taxidermied?
construct?
No. He's actually the filthy. He was under the filthy pile of rags, of furs. No, he's actually a weasel.
Is there like junk serving as barding?
A giant weasel.
Or was it
No.
just on him and it's just clutter?
He was
Just
just
for
he was just
effect,
sleeping
okay.
under it. It's cold underground. All right. Now for the bad news. Sausage got a 25. That was everybody rolling? Everybody got that?
Believe so.
All right, we're starting off round 1 of this combat. Sausage is going first. This is fun. I'm going to leave it just saying.
Well,
asterisk for
I like
Sausage.
that. So what I was going my next move was to get on the desk and then say, heck now. But so like Caravan goes to step basically on Sausage's head, but not realizing that that's what it was. And then,
Oh, that makes sense. It's a good scene, but it might be a bad
Yeah.
scene for you.
oh, well, yeah. I have faith that Caravan Gimbal Lock the first will survive.
The first?
The dice will fall as they may.
You know, I didn't know it was a trope because it wasn't at the time, but when Rufus, my fighter in basic D&D, died or failed a saving throw and became a dung beetle kept on a turd under glass in the wizard's laboratory because 3rd graders are cruel and inventive. Good GM. And honestly, looking back, he was a pretty good GM. My second character was Rufus too. I'm not shy about that.
Caravan was always Caravan, and then he met Lassiter Wallace, and he realized he didn't have a last name. So he was like, Caravan Gimbal Lock. He just like looked around and made up the name Gimbal Lock on the spot, and then
Okay.
added the first.
That's
Love
not bad.
it. Love it.
We need different fight music.
We'll see if Caravan Gimbal Lock.
See if you
the
guys
first
recognize
becomes
this.
Caravan Gimbal Lock the last.
You were all in the Abomination Vaults. This is the Dead Tide music. Zombies falling over the cliff, breaking through the windows.
That was a fun session.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Alright.
encounter. Wish I thought of that
Whistling,
earlier.
whistling, dark sausage.
Beware the
Summon the
dark
dark sausage.
Oh, perfect. All right, he is going to throw himself at you. There is about 90 pounds of weasel coming at you.
He's gonna crit because Caravan's just like stunned. He didn't expect a weasel.
Coming at you with his jaws. 19 on the die for a 30. Not a crit.
Interesting.
How is that not a crit? What's your
I don't know. It's a
That's-
21. Oh, that's fine.
That's why.
Cool. Okay.
All right, so it's some damage. 1d12 plus 5.
Ah!
13 points. And as he does so, that bite just becomes like a pivot point for all of his mustelid form to wrap around you. And he uses his next action to constrict.
Oh, weasel does that?
He's got you grabbed. His grab. Oh no. Second action is to grab. Automatically grabs because he bit you. His third action is to constrict, and that is a DC 20 Fortitude save. I can drop it on you if you like.
Oh, sure.
He's going to constrict you. Oh, go ahead. You got to do it. My bad.
And I'm sorry, it was a which one? Fortitude?
DC 20 Fortitude to try to keep your ribs from crunching together.
Oh, man.
Oh, sausage. That's one fuzzy sausage.
Bad sausage, man.
Sausage is max
Oh.
damaging Caravan Gimbalak.
I got 1 hit point. Oh, spoilers.
And that's my turn though. Like sausage is you and sausage are getting to know each other.
I never did anything to
No
you.
sausage.
He wrapped his sausage around. Jeez, all right. Sly Goblin has a name, and it's Tunch. And he goes, "Ha! Deceivers!" And he grabs something off of the desk.
Now I'm picturing him with the lateral lisp. He's got all the holes in his teeth.
Sucks. Sausage.
Perfect. What's the range on this? No, I love when you call it out. Hey, guys. He looks at you and blows through a number of his teeth, and it's multiple whistle sounds. I need you, and I can drop this on you. Maybe it'll pop off, Hector, to make a DC 22 will save.
Is it a fear effect?
Arcane auditory evocation. No,
Okay.
it's distracting.
Well, it is a
Son
little
of a
distracting.
bitch.
I am not so easily distracted.
Right?
The distracting
This is
whistle
Hector Weatherwax.
used an action for real, and instead he is going to use an action to interact with a draw a bomb and then throw it at you. It's one action.
Is it a manipulate?
Bet
I
you
would
it
assume.
is.
I would assume
Oh,
so.
never mind. Sorry. I don't have that.
What are you
reaction.
gonna do about it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the right response. Yes, nothing. I'm not gonna do
Fighter
shit.
dedication. no.
Wrong character.
Um,
Sorry, moving on.
Yep. So he's going to throw Alchemist's Fire at Hector. And miss!
Oh,
Miss.
oh.
Is there any splash?
There is. And it's calculated splash. So when he has splash damage, it actually does more damage, and it's equal to his intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Oh,
Boo,
an alchemist
stupid
thing?
Tunch.
He's the taxidermist.
Does it light up the room for a minute? Does anything catch on fire?
I'm here for that. Sadly. Oh shit! Yeah, so you take 3 points damage.
Okay.
How about the spider?
Menry, and you also take 3 points damage.
your heart.
Ouch.
Apparently he did. It goes right up.
You must burn your darlings.
Always kill your darlings. Where'd you go, Heck? Oh man, your initiative really sucks. Alright, so that was 1 to interact with the quick bomb, 1 for the distracting whistle, and with his last action, he is going to tuck into this corner. It's Menrian's turn. Somebody threw
Alright.
fire out of that room.
That's very rude. Very, very
It's a
rude.
warm welcome.
Oh,
What do cones look like again? Let me see what I can do.
Show me your cones.
Show me your cones again.
Okay, I'm gonna move in front of Hector.
Oops. Sometimes when I approve movement, you just take off, run into the other side of the map. That's happened twice tonight. That is so weird.
My movement's been pending forever. Like when I followed him in.
Whoa, where am I?
Where'd you
I
go?
gotta move you according to like you went way the hell
Whoa.
off. You went off the map.
Zoom.
that's weird.
And he tipped over sideways.
That I can explain.
That's weird.
Listen, I can.
Yeah, I don't see any movement from you, Heck.
it's gone now, but it was. I think it was part of the glitch. I think that was going on.
Yeah, it might have been.
Because I had originally intended to follow him right into that room.
Okay, we're gonna try to cast Blazing Bolt.
Origin.
There.
And so I'm gonna try to target
He does
one.
have some. He does
at
have some
each of
cover in
them.
here. So for him, give him cover, just standard cover, because I did say he tucked into that corner.
Okay, then let me target them separately. Let me do Tunch first with cover.
Oh.
That's a hit.
So there's his damage. Oh, all ones.
Wow.
Oh.
And here's the
Oh.
one for sausage.
Oh, thank
Turn
you.
up that sausage.
You crit
Yay.
sausage, which means, and he's gonna take persistent fire damage.
Yeah.
Does that produce flame?
Thank
No,
you.
it's blazing.
It was Blazing Bolt, so
Yeah,
no,
there's no persistent, but still,
no persistent damage on this one.
you did 4 and 25.
Some, the sausage got to get cooked, so.
Nice, Caravan.
Okay, sorry, I had a completely unrelated thought. Okay, here we are. Am I I'm grappled? What is my condition and what can't I do?
You are grabbed.
Okay, this is non-consensual grabbing, by the way.
It was. He's a weasel.
You can probably acrobatics your way out of it, right?
Okay, so just grabbed. Is there an
You're
easy
held
way
in
to look
place
up
by another
conditions?
creature. You are held in place by another creature, giving you the off-guard and immobilized condition. If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed a DC 5 flat check or it's lost. Roll the checks after spending the action, but before any effects are applied. And yes, there is an easy way to open up conditions. If you click on the effects in the toolbar up the top right-hand side, when that opens up,
Okay.
you'll see the list of all the different ones. If you hold down the Alt button when you click on an effect, it opens up the explanation.
Let's see, is it command? No. Sorry.
That's
Is it
okay.
control?
Or
No.
whatever
Is
the
it
match
option?
appropriate is.
It's optional. Awesome.
Option.
Cool. Thank you,
Are
sir.
are you attempting to escape?
Probably. I just want to finish that thought, bring up the grab condition so I can review it. Thank you, Kevin.
You do have to take the
And-
concealed and controlled off of yourself that you accidentally applied when you were trying to find your weapon.
I did accidentally apply. That
I
is
got
correct.
you. I'll get those off.
Okay, thank you.
You're bouncy. You're wiggly. Escape
like
the
for a-
sausage.
So then I can just make an attack, right? Like there's nothing stopping me. Do I get a minus if I'm making?
I think you're technically immobilized by the so you have to
You can-
make a flat check.
Yeah, you have to make the flat check to get an arm free to stab at it.
Oh, okay. Let's do the flat check first. Then I think it's DC 5.
Isn't that what he needs? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Stab.
Okay.
Stab. Stab.
Then
Stab.
I will apologize in Goblin and say sorry, sausage. I was hoping to get to know you, but not this well. Right, and then I'll make another. Do I need to make another check in order to make another attack? Is it every time or just
Yeah,
once?
it's
Okay.
every time, but yeah, go ahead. You get the multi-attack penalty on the second attack,
Yes.
but I'm gonna look up if escape has the attack trait, and I think it does.
It does.
It does, yeah. Because if you are gonna try to escape, sometimes it's better to do that first, because the penalty is gonna be significant if you save it to your last action to try to escape.
Oh, well.
Because it has the
okay.
attack trait,
Yep.
so you get the
That's-
multi-attack penalty on it.
That's definitely a valid point, but I could see why that wouldn't occur to Caravan.
I mean, you are getting squeezed to death by a freaking weasel.
Right, yeah. He didn't expect the weasel. He didn't expect the snake on,
Nobody
two-headed
expects
snake.
I didn't expect
Nobody
him to be a
expects the
medium
weasel.
creature. I opened up his. I was like, oh shit! I forgot he was.
Oh, son of a... All right, I take cover. This is my last action.
In the weasel. All right.
Obligatory pause as I wait to see whether or not the DM is allowing it. Oh, I know I had one more action.
Oh, I thought that was 3.
Well,
No, he's only attacked twice. He hasn't
Oh, I'm
tried to
sorry. My
escape.
bad.
okay.
My bad.
it's all good. Now I think I'm going to fail this DC check. See? All right,
Not because of me.
Oh no!
Totally.
It was a read of the threads of fate. Not it's independent of any individuality. Anyway,
Your
I'm done.
irregular abilities are building.
Had
As
you
Melanamadon attempts to rewrite his character on the fly and the lore of the world. No, it's good stuff. Fortunately, the dice are telling a story tonight.
If can I see the weasel from there?
Yes, a little bit of the weasel, but the weasel has cover.
The weasel has cover.
It's Caravan.
What about if I move up to there? Then that'll be my full 25.
That is your full 25.
Yep. Hello, buddy.
All of a sudden, there's color in this room.
Yeah.
That part of the movie, or the drugs kicked in. Yay!
Let's see this Tunch. No, wait, is that metal armor on Tunch?
Ooh. Is it?
What?
class.
Is that metal armor on Tunch?
I'm
those
gonna read his
pauldrons?
items.
Okay.
No, it looks like it is, studly leather armor.
Okay.
What are those studs made out of?
Oh no, we can't go there. That's
No,
now
no,
we're
no, no.
we're gonna no. That broach is
I
up
won't
against
go that
physics. We
far.
can't do it.
All right, sausage.
They're made of unobtainium,
Non-conductonium.
non-conductonium.
Live wire and sausage.
I'm a mean goblin. I still get the sausage.
Do I want to? No, I don't feel that. No, Caravan has 1 hit point left. This sign would be heroic.
Doing great.
Everything's
We
fine.
need a hero.
Just see his hand sticking out the top of the weasel.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
Nope. Shit got worse.
It's meant to be.
Sorry,
Wasn't
bud.
meant to be.
I tried.
No, it's fine.
Advancing
It's
the
fine.
combat tracker. Hector, come
Listen,
save
some-
him!
Sometimes
He's
the
being
drama
swallowed
says
by
that
a
somebody's got to
sausage.
drop for a little bit.
But
Everybody
like
takes
we only have 1 red token out of 4, so we're in a good place.
15 feet. Okay. So then I'm going to slash at this guy. Fuck.
Oh.
Jesus.
Then I'm going to turn and slash at this guy.
Mm.
Hot and
That's-
cold.
That was
That
the
ex-
attack I was really thinking about when I.
Right, that's it. That explains why you missed Trunch, because you were setting up this one.
Yeah, it was just a feint. So,
Mm-hmm.
It's a fainting spell. Nice damage. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
wow, nice.
So 26 damage to Tunch?
Yeah.
That should have been on the. Oh,
No, it's the touch. I missed
Oh,
the.
sorry.
Yeah, it's a touch.
I
oh,
missed,
that was my fault.
I missed
Ouch.
sausage and turn around and hit touch.
Right. I miss sausage, but I had it for dinner, actually. Really?
Good talk.
Sausage.
Delicious.
The hot Italian sausage with banana peppers from the garden.
I got some
Sausage.
delicious frozen burritos waiting for me.
It's
I gotta
Sausage's
sauce it up,
turn.
honestly.
Sausage is just gonna squeeze
It's gonna
the last
rub
of
up
you.
on you.
It's gonna-
Last who? Me?
yeah, DC 20
Should have lost
Fortitude.
interest by now.
It's a DC 20 Fortitude, and it's a basic one, so if you make it, you'll take half.
Is that a manipulate action?
Half of
No,
one is still
it's-
one.
It's just
Asking for
a.
heck.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no!
That
So
means go to
Caravan's
dying
eyeballs
too,
pop out
also.
along with his lunch.
Unfortunately.
Only one eye.
yeah.
Yeah, you go to dying 2 with that. But your armor class is really, really high now.
My armor was?
I'm sorry, not your
Your
armor class, your initiative.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I should die more often.
Dying. That's
Ooh.
dying.
It's a crit, right?
It was a crit. He drops you as a free action though, because he feels you. He hears the sound of your lungs whistling.
He's done this before. He knows
sound.
exactly what it feels like when his prey dies.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you
Does.
later. You'll still be warm by the time I get back to you.
Yep. And he immediately, from your square, jumps at Hector.
Okay.
Second action, but this, the constrict. Let me check and see if it has the. I think constrict has the. Yeah, it's an action. So this one will have the penalty on the attempt to bite you. And it's a miss against Hector Weatherwax. Big surprise. And with his last action, is going to retreat under the desk, and the desk gives him
Full cover?
full cover, not greater cover. And he's lithe, so he can do it because ordinarily a medium-sized creature wouldn't be able to fit in there. But that's the fun of being a weasel. His armor class is 4 higher, and it's Tunch's turn. Tunch is going to quick bomb Lassiter.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
He says in common,
I s-
"You fucking burn."
And you're a little bitch, I say in
Shit.
Goblin.
He hit you.
Good hit.
Still a
Shit,
fucking hit.
Yeah.
Oh, you need some AC, man. Gotta help you
No,
out.
I don't.
Wizard.
I'm a mage.
Wizard.
And 3 splash damage to Menrian and Hector.
and
Oh, and him.
Caravan.
Dying
And-
3.
Caravan.
Oh fuck yeah.
Good
Shit.
job, DM Asmo.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I would like another. Hector, let me give you your damage.
Sir, may I have another?
But this is appropriate splash fire damage from you. So I'm totally on board.
Once again, I'm burning my friends' characters.
You're on the other side of the screen. It's okay this time.
So he quick bombs you. Now I'm gonna sound like a real prick.
Oh wait,
Pulls
does that have the
another
manipulate trait? Pulling out that bomb, that had the manipulate trait, right?
Oh, and that big old dirty bomb.
Damn right it did.
Yeah, it totally did. Totally did.
Yeah, let me
I've played bomb throwers.
let me remove his face.
Good luck. Ooh, shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
he's gonna
was
throw
satisfying.
another bomb at Lassiter.
Can't do it again, unfortunately.
What's that?
There,
Can't
his
do it again,
reaction again.
unfortunately. Yeah, I only get one reaction, unfortunately. I don't have that feat.
And he crits Lassiter.
Ouch.
That'd be-
And 6 splash damage to Menrian.
And
It was
himself,
nice
right?
to know you, man.
Yeah, it was a fucking awesome character though. I really had a good time with him.
Oh fuck, yeah. He's gone. Yeah. Unless you have the diehard feat.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Caravan's body bursts into flames.
No.
Ah,
Oh.
it's okay. My backup character got captured by goblins.
That's
Good
convenient.
thing.
That is convenient.
Oh man. And with his last action, he is going to try to run.
Why are you running, bitch?
2, 3, 4. 5.
Did you get the gold bomb for free?
He's got a quick bomber. When he interacts with a bomb, he draws and strikes with it. It's one action. And that is his turn.
Was the bomb hurting him too?
Calculated splash deals. It does, and Yeah, it did. But he's okay.
For now.
He doesn't take more damage when he crits other people. Like, he's not gonna get double splash. Yeah, that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. But yeah, he did actually take another 6 damage from the splashes. Thank you. And that's his turn. And
so
we have killed a
Manrian
character.
is going to chase him down, since it is Manrian's turn next.
Okay.
And cast.
There you go
Gouging
again.
Claw.
Flying off the map.
Oh, you know, witch things.
just witch stuff.
Cue the vocals and the music. That was well timed.
Yeah, that was well timed.
Which?
Oh, shift. There we go. I'm holding down caps lock. Like, why won't it let me move you through the wall? Because you're holding down caps lock. All right. So you chase him down. You're there.
Okay. And cast Gauging Claw to slash at him. I cannot see the results of my dice. Oh, there it
It
is.
looks like you got a 21, and his armor class is 21.
Perfect.
He doesn't have any kind of cover or anything from you now. And your vengeance is 13 damage to Tunch.
Plus
Yes.
3 persistent bleed.
Okay, he's in rough shape. Probably why he was trying to run. Lassiter,
Caravan, I don't care if I'm on fucking fire. Run.
you are on fire.
Shocking grasp, Tunch.
You got him.
Grab him by
Oh,
the
is it
throat.
enough? Is it enough? Do what you want, spellbecker.
Oh, but I rolled 2 natural 20, so I'm not on
Yeah.
fire anymore.
You're not.
I died,
wait,
but I'm
he's
not
on
on fire
fire.
anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Trench is on fire.
That's
Oh
awesome.
shit! All right.
Yeah. So you're dying 1.
But you don't have to change my
your-
initiative,
That's right.
Why not?
because it was my own turn that I died on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. That's cool. All right. I'm
My
okay with
initiative
it.
stays exactly the same.
Go right before yourself next time.
Yep, I saw I had
Okay.
6. I said I had 6 points of persistent damage coming.
Nice.
It was all for Caravan.
Okay. So
It's Hector's turn.
I am not a medium-sized creature. I am a small person.
You are.
So this table, does he get the +4 defense under that table? Because I'm not.
I'll tell you what. If you go prone or crouch, if you give up one action, you're down at his level and he doesn't.
Okay, I'll crouch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll crouch and stab him. That's one. And
Because you could also use an action to move the desk out of the way, like throw it in your frustration because your friends are dying, you know?
that's true. I didn't think about that. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna crouch underneath it because
Well, you're fighting him like a halfling. And you got 28 on the roll, so
28 on the die. Not the best damage.
7 damage to sausage. Keep beating that sausage, but it hasn't gone down yet.
Oh.
Wow, that's rough, dude. Okay, I'm gonna drop a second attack on him.
Thank you, folks. The second one is a hit. And sausage is dead. You stab him and he tries to like wrap around your arm, but then just goes limp.
I just got reminded with the little beep that it's my turn, and it's not my turn. I'm dead.
Sorry.
Sucks to be dead, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
Totally, man.
Tunch is gonna run.
Nobody speaks Goblin.
Nope.
I speak up.
Capture them. Bring me their bodies. We can sacrifice them to the devil and get Rip Nugget off our back.
Oh, there's a confirmation.
Subtitles. So now the audience knows,
Oh.
and I think we're in a good spot to take our second break, and we're going to discuss some
I
options.
just want to point out that we got a freebie there because you're unconscious, so nobody would have heard that.
No, Lassiter speaks Goblin.
But I'm
Yeah, but
unconscious.
last
He's
week,
Oh,
unconscious.
you're unconscious too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are audience subtitles.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That was audience subtitles
Audience
before we
subtitles.
go to our second break, because he just ran into a place where somebody in charge is.
I knew
But
he
they
was
mentioned
alerting
Rip
somebody.
Nugget by name, so you know they're not Rip Nugget.
Well, he's about to
Okay.
bleed out
I
on that
started-
floor, so
Just to let you
Yep.
know, I started working on
You
my
wanna
back.
get-
I started working on my backup character just in case I bleed out. It's a Poppet Bounty Hunter Gunslinger. And we'll be back just after this.
Puppet Bounties.
shall wheeze the juice no more.
Ah, Caravan. Barely knew you.
We're not out of the frying pan. Oh, we're not out of the frying pan yet. And if you're on the Discord, you know my entire house smells like garlic right now. It smells so good. Tunch runs in with his first 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or with his first action. And with his second action, he have in his inventory? Because he has quite a satchel. Let's see. He's got a lesser elixir of life. He's going to drink one. So
Rude.
I know, right? It's not fun when you do it.
What a nerd.
What a nerd. uh, thing is it's not going to get rid of the bleed damage. It's just.
I hope
No,
he drinks this potion, rolls low, and bleeds to death anyway.
Me too.
Well, I'm going to roll all that in the open. What does the lesser life? No, it's not open. Okay. I think it's just a D8.
I can look it up. Lesser elixir of life is 3d6 plus 6.
Jeez,
Oh,
what
man.
nice treasure that would have been.
I was gonna willingly fail my saving throw.
Oh boy. Okay, so he gets back 18. Yay, Tunch.
Go Tunch.
Are
Birthday.
you Tunch enough? So bad.
So bad.
It's like dad rock, like butt rock. You know, it's butt rock because
Totally.
they play it on stations that play nothing but rock. That's his last 2 actions. He is good. This square, and he may pay the price. Menrian. Oh, and he's bleeding still.
So,
You can heal Lassiter. Or try.
I don't have battle medicine. So
Battle medicines, but we need some.
I can feed him my lesser healing potion potentially. I can't remember how that works out in like the action economy.
I think we said it was like 2 to pull it and feed it to him.
It's one action to get his pants down. It's the
No, that's the
We're
other kind.
boofing We're boofing potions.
We are now. Potion boofers. Find out how.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus 5.
It's worth it. Oh, geez, 14 points. All right, Lassiter, on your own initiative. Oh, look how this works out. That is so cool.
And I'm gonna delete this potion from my inventory.
You are still prone, and yeah, you are still prone and wounded 1.
still have more actions, don't you, Menrian?
Yeah, I have 1 action left, and I'm gonna command my familiar to follow after, so that we can keep my familiar.
I didn't know you had it from there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's come up several times. It's usually tattooed on his arm, and the glyph like flies off,
right,
and it's like a
right.
spectral
Okay.
dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I believe when I command I can give it up to 2 actions, so I'm gonna have it chase after Tunch.
Okay,
Get him.
that's nice. Well, it will just get up to him because he's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 25 feet of movement away.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you in the square your familiar's in, just so you have that visibility for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And move and attack, you said?
No, it's not attacking, it's only moving.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have it try to do that in stealth. So let me roll a stealth check for my familiar.
I
It
hope
gets a
it's good because that's a fun vantage point to have.
he gets a +8, which is the same as me, so I'm just gonna roll it for mine.
So he's got a 26. Nice. All right, he is in position and coiled up in the shadows of the door frame.
That's it.
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to yell for Caravan. Whoop, and click on the wrong token. I'm going to start running this far. Let me know when I can see him.
Okay, that's one action.
Get up.
Yeah, one more step and you can see him.
3.
Still
5
within
more
the realm of
feet.
2 actions, and you got
There
5
it is.
more after that if you want to close the distance.
No.
He's standing there
Resistance.
licking the last drops out of a potion of healing of some sort.
He's built for speed.
So that was 2 actions. So third action is a single action blazing bolt.
Oh hell yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, it's a hit.
Right in the face.
Not
Oof.
a lot of damage though.
Hadn't drank the healing potion. That might have taken him down.
That's fine. I don't fucking care. Fuck you, you little prick.
nice.
One of us
Hector,
ain't making that out of this night alive.
Hector, you are also prone because you crouched down to finish off sausage.
Okay, so I stand up and then I'm gonna move. It was 15 to there, so this is 25. So that's one move. 2, 3. Am I clipping on the corner there? I messed that up.
I got you.
And then because it's a sudden charge, I can attack this guy.
You don't have to see them to do it?
Charge.
Let's read sudden charge. Maybe I'm doing this wrong.
No, you did it right before. There was no.
With a
There
quick
was no.
sprint, you dash up to your foe and swing stride twice. If you end your movement within melee reach of at least one enemy, you can make a melee strike against that
That's.
enemy.
Yep.
Looks like
Pretty
it's
cool.
good.
Yeah.
That's cool. That kind of opens up some options. Like fighters can really run into a room, have no idea what's in there, and feel pretty confident that they're gonna hit something.
I'm just killing the first thing I see.
Yep.
Or swing
Sudden
at
charge
least
and
one.
whatever. Ah,
Okay,
you
we're
missed.
good. Yep,
Okay.
That's what heroes do, heck.
that's right.
Try.
Oh, and then, I'm so sorry. And then it dings your turn. Oh, for those listening, you can't hear the audio cues, but the virtual tabletop we use chimes in your ear when it's your turn, even if you're dead.
Even if you're
Except
dead.
Caravans is changed to the Nelson laugh when it comes up to his turn, which is kind of cool.
Let me drop dead on you and see if it still does it.
Please don't drop dead on me.
Wow,
You know
way
what?
To spoil the mood, man. Way to spoil the mood.
I'm gonna give you a hero point now because that was fucking hilarious. It can be for your next character.
Yeah, you just gave a dead guy.
Oh, my next character is Nicholas Oraculum Dice, or Nico Deus,
Nice.
the rat folk cleric.
Okay.
Hmm.
He advanced in age.
Oh, what archetype you thinking?
Secrets in Nim is my inspiration.
That's a good one.
How do you want your name spelled, sir?
So not appearing in this scene.
Nicodeus.
Okay, so here, Fantasy Grounds is not intuitive when it comes to like text editing. All right, I put it in the Discord chat.
Nicholas Oraculum. Dice.
Nick O'Deus.
Oh, the O'Darish clan.
Yeah, I'm basing him on the rat from Secrets in Nim.
Love it.
All right. So Tunch
Nephis, by the way.
Tunch backs up, provoking an opportunity attack from Hector.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right he does.
Uh-oh.
Touch too much.
Too much touch on my hands. And that's when you realize this room is full of goblins.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Is this the emotional state you want to be in?
No, but it's what you got.
It is. It is. You're right.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, cool. We got some targets coming up.
Where's this other one? Oh, yeah. There we go. This room is full of goblins. But Tunch just got himself perished. So Tunch's turn is over.
He has been unalived.
And he's
failed
still
to save
burning
me.
to death.
He's
Ha!
still- or bleeding. He's still bleeding, right?
Was that burning or bleeding?
Bleeding.
That was
I don't
bleeding.
know.
That was a bleed.
Yeah. If it was
Still
burning,
doing
that'd
the
be,
Monty
that'd be pretty
Python
cool.
squirt out of his neck the whole time.
Be fine. He's Stone Cold dead in a minute. This commando sees you and immediately kicks off to shoot at you.
He should run.
Well, he's got the initiative, so he's gonna shoot you with his short bow. This is the Goblin Commandos are the gang that couldn't shoot straight. I can never hit you with these guys.
Because they're scared.
Second arrow just misses you and goes whistling past Lassiter's head. And it looks like if we can kick this off at this point, or we can just keep flowing from initiative to initiative, or we could all roll fresh initiative.
I would love a fresh initiative.
You guys want a fresh initiative?
Sure.
It can only help you.
Yeah, seriously. I'm already last, so of course I'm going to
I don't know about that.
right. Well, it can get worse. Actually, I got one better.
Oh, mine got better. Not by a lot.
But I'm better than Mystical G and the Goblin Co. Or I was, not anymore.
Yeah. There's a snarling goblin here.
Look at that snarky look at that that expression. is so
Sitting on
cartoony,
his
it's so
he's
great.
sitting on a throne. Rough stone walls of this large room. There's a mix of bones, broken weapons, tattered tapestry, bits of junk, a ship's anchor, a wagon wheel, what looks like a sign from a shop at Sandpoint, but it's been used for target practice so much you can't tell what shop it was. I mean, there's a little bit of everything here. To the north, there's a charred and very dead goblin sitting on a partially burned wooden throne.
Cool.
And there's a cave opening to the west of that. Several bloody spears lean against the wall near that opening. But this goblin has a short bow, looks at you and sees Heck and goes, "Little one, it's been a while since I've eaten halfling." And he shoots at you. You know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of cover. You do
Okay.
have cover from that angle.
Cool. This is
And he
why I
hits you.
have reactive shield, so I can do a shield block on this bad boy.
Is the block going to get higher than a 29?
Well, it absorbs the damage. I
Oh,
can
that's right.
use
The
it.
damage. That's
Yeah.
right. Yep. Reactive shield. Cool. So how much are we looking at? I'm going to drop the damage in the chat. We'll
Yeah, I gotta pull up my shield here. Come on, Steel Shield, where you hiding? Son of a bitch. Looks like I've hardness is 5, HP is currently 20.
It's sticking out of your shield. The arrow. None got through.
Nice. Just
Actually, no, 1 point got through to you.
is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah. No, actually, no. I only rolled 3 damage. Didn't get past the hardness. It's sticking out of the shield. Never mind.
Cool.
If you want to do like one of those quick reconnoiters where you duck in and look around the corner, you could use an action to do that, and I'll show you the interior of the room without you having to commit to going in there. But it's an action to do it when it's your
Okay.
turn.
When it's my
When-
turn, I'll
it's your
consider it. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
see what we got here.
Oh, party.
It's becoming very much a target-rich environment.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but no, he doesn't have the actions for that. He
They have
looks
a limited
past.
selection of targets.
No, he looks at Hector. He hunts prey.
Okay.
Should have done that before I shot, but sometimes I forget stuff, and I'm gonna let it ride.
I like the blocking of the arrow. It's much more thematically satisfying.
It feels good, even if this goes badly, and it
Yeah.
might. That's it for his actions. I'm
Ah.
sorry. Even dead.
Ding.
Do you want me to
I
remove
think
you
you
from the combat tracker? Because
Yes,
that'll
please
make
remove
the
me
map will
from
be
the combat
invisible.
tracker.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
Lassiter. You look in there, Lassiter, and you see 4 or 5 goblins. Maybe discretion's the better part of. Maybe you guys should run. Needle darts is not running. Needle darts is get the fight music. We're sticking around.
Retreat, you know.
Oh no, his color didn't even change.
Really?
12 points is 12 points, though. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Nice damage roll.
All right. So snarling goblin. Obviously, somebody in charge here just took 12 points of damage. Is that it for you, Lassiter? You're muted. You're trying to talk smack? Haven't heard it.
No, no smack has been talked.
Yet.
He's gonna run past Hector, look over his shoulder, and say, "Run!" And I'm gonna run up
Do
to
it.
this guy.
What?
Nothing.
The
Okay.
character's literally like, "Oh shit, what are you doing?"
Hero moment.
Okay. You really want to play a pop-it gunslinger?
You got something going on. I'm curious.
Okay. Goblin
I'm-
commit.
Kind of want to see him play a Papa Gunslinger, honestly.
A centaur poppet gunslinger. With like
So
hobby
the-
horse wheels.
So did Lazar say that quite loudly? Like, did he say run pretty loudly?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so Mandarin would have probably heard that too.
All right. Well, this goblin's going to come over to here. Or no, I'm sorry, come over to here. And be in melee range. You are off guard, Lassiter.
It's gonna be scarring for Hector to watch you get ripped to pieces by these goblins.
Do your worst. All right, here come the dice. Horse chopper missed. Goblin commandos, the gang that can't shoot straight. Second horse chopper also missed. That's his turn. Goblin commando 3 draws his horse chopper and runs. He had a bow, so that's 2 actions, and then to attack you. Actually, he's going to do the horse chopper from here because it's got reach. Critical miss. Goblin commandos. They're not your starter goblin. They're improved goblins. In theory, on paper, I'm told. Your turn, Menrian.
Okay.
I'm the mage. What's wrong with you guys? I have no armor.
I love it. I love it.
Manrian is going to try to provide support to Heck.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that move
I'm about
request.
to approve it. Hang
Okay.
on.
Wasn't sure if it bugged out again.
No, I'm moving you manually because it seems to be you more than the others I'm noticing.
I'm telling you which things.
Witches, yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of targets here.
Yeah, all of them.
Lots of targets.
And I think I still have a little bit of movement left. So I can't end my movement on Hector's spot though, right? Like that's not allowed?
Yeah, I don't think you guys can share a square.
Okay.
One of you has to be tiny for that.
Since that is the case...
You can see over him, though.
Yeah, that I can. We are going to cast... Well, first we're going to hex the snarling goblin over there. I think I'm within range. Let me make sure.
Yeah, he's like
Yep.
25, 30 feet.
Okay, we're going to give him a fire weakness.
Wait, did you guys... Is this a plan? Am I seeing... Is this what's happening? You guys... Making me think
And-
it's self-sacrifice.
And then we're going to Blazing Bolt the Snarling Goblin and Goblin Commando number 2.
Cool.
So that's for number 2. And whoops, I didn't mean to do that twice.
Well, the first one... Yeah, they both missed, though.
Something hit.
Oh
Right?
yeah, the first to Goblin Commando 2 hit, but the other ones missed. The Snarling Goblin guy.
It looks like Commando 2 hit each time, and then the one for the Snarling one didn't hit the second time. So I'm gonna burn one of my hero points if that's okay.
Okay, yeah. I was looking at the rolls and nothing would have hit the Snarlin.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try against Snarling one more time.
Fuck.
And it still misses, that's okay.
No longer the Snarling Goblin because you hear one of the goblins say, "Do we kill?"
And so first to fire burns Commando number 2 to a crisp.
Yeah, Goblin Commando 2 looks and goes, "Gerlunk, do we?" And then vaporizes. So you know his name is Gerlunk.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna step up right up into this guy's face. I'm gonna hit him very hard.
Moderate,
I'd like to
moderate.
have hit him harder. And then I'm gonna catch Gerlunk's eye, and I'm gonna intimidating glare him.
Good luck. Yeah, drop that directly on him. Hit me with that demoralize. Just drop it on my will DC.
Yeah. Nope.
That's how I
It's
imagine
fire.
social combat is. Just a whole lot of throwing shade and dirty looks.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh,
Damn. All right. Well, that was
he's frightened one.
okay.
You succeeded.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, he succeeded with his save, right? Or no?
No, you. It's
Gotcha.
first his will DC, so you did it, and he's frightened one.
Okay, I'll drop it on him.
Heck
It-
yeah.
it's already got it.
Oh, okay. Killer. All right. So that was 1, 2, 3. All right, that's my turn.
Very cool. Over here is a goblin that hasn't interacted now, and appears to be. I don't know why it doesn't have art, but
Mystical G.
a mystical G begins singing a song. Goblins burn and goblins bite. Goblins feast all through the night. On your flesh it is so sweet. Goblins carve you up for meat.
The hell
Only
is he
Lasseter
saying?
understands that. Yeah.
Who the hell is he
No,
saying?
no. They sing it.
Oh,
Oh, in common?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a singer. Hold on. This is a misunderstanding.
Navy SEALs. I don't want to get too close. Y'all
Mhm.
horrible. So it's a goblin song. War Chanter sings annoying goblin songs that the GM makes up on the spot with silly and repetitive lyrics. The chanter attempts a performance check versus will. But it looks like I can attack all of you with that.
Okay.
Okay. So just a will save.
I'm gonna target you.
Oh, okay.
It's targeting your will.
Oh, okay.
My will to live after hearing that.
I like that it's kind of like a callback to
Rise of the Rune
the
Lords.
Swallowtail Festival
Yeah.
Hmm.
when the goblins come in and burn half the docks down. Your mileage may vary. Check it out. Ask your GM about Rise of the Rune Lords. Warning: Rise of the Rune Lords may be habit forming. Here we go.
Oh, he failed. That's sad.
Looks like he failed against
Really,
all of us.
he failed against all of you.
He's a little tone deaf.
A little bit. I tried.
So, that guy is annoying, but it's not that bad. I've heard worse.
Success as critical success, but the target is affected for only one round.
Okay.
So, -1
What's the
status
effect?
penalty to perception checks and will saves for 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. For all of us.
But it's a
Well,
success, so it's only for 1 round and then it's over.
Why does he get a success? It failed.
No, that's
We succeeded.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So confusing.
It can be, but it helps to say things out loud. I've noticed for at least the way my special flavor of brain works.
No, swallow it. Bury it deep down. Don't ever let
One,
it out.
2. I'm not sublimating my emotions. I'm transferring my trauma. And Goblin Ally ends a movement adjacent. Nope, Goblin Scuttle. Because he ends his move, he ends up moving to here. And this guy's able to move to here and get out of line of sight from the guy casting spells from the damn hallway. And that's it. Goblin Commando 1. He was one with a bow, so he's going to keep using the bow and shoot at Hector.
I love it. There's nothing but goblins on the combat tracker for me, and Lassiter in the middle.
Thought you guys would have run.
Well, that gives us far too much credit.
Reactive shield blocked. I don't have to do the block. All I have to do.
Okay.
Is it's and that gives me a 22 armor class. Or wait,
And that-
a 23. I'm sorry.
A 20 whatever is needed. No, just kidding.
No, yeah, it's
So
20
that-
whatever's needed. No, it's a 23.
He's going to shoot you again.
Okay. I'll keep my shield up. Right.
I bet you will.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
Because I'm crit fishing too. Yeah, and his last one. Wait, he's gonna. He's gonna move to here.
Stepping
That's-
on the charred remains of his brethren.
Yep, and that's going to allow Scuttlebutt here to drop down to there. That's it. But this guy is now absolutely flanking Lassiter.
He's also frightened.
No, the Gerlunk is frightened.
Yeah,
Oh.
Golunk is the frightened one.
He just got to use his reaction when a goblin ally ends your move adjacent to you. You get to step.
Yeah, they can scuttle all around.
This is gonna horse chopper Lassiter in half. Damn. It's not with that attitude, young man. Horse chopper. I haven't done one of these in a bit. Third action, also attacking. Horse chopper.
Wow, I'm slow to refresh. I'm not seeing any of these updates coming through.
Me neither.
Oh, really? We like
Yeah.
sync? Okay. So this guy has been hunting Hector as prey. And if he hits you, it's going to really, really hurt.
Okay,
Whole
all of a
bunch dice
sudden.
rolls just keep
yeah,
flying through. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I just hit Hector,
Yep.
even with his 23 armor class.
I can use the shield block now, though.
Do you want to?
Well, yeah, because technically its reactive shields are raised, and it's been raised, and now I can.
That's 2 reactions then.
Is it a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Forget it. We're cool. Throw me that damage.
Hunter's Mark's carried in there too, so 12 points damage.
It's all good. I ain't scared.
He's licking his lips. Ever had halfling ass jerky? It's the best.
Yikes.
Shoots you again.
It sure does. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
All right. With his last action, no. He's going to use Disorienting Shot. And it's 1 action, once per round, makes 2 strikes against his hunted prey with his short bow. If both hit the same creature, the creature has to succeed at a will save or become flat-footed.
Okay. So he's got to hit me with this next one.
Yeah, but he gets to shoot you twice.
Okay.
But
So-
multi-attack
so-
penalty still applies, though.
So he's done 1, 2, so he's at multi-attack 3 already.
Yep.
So is it both at 3?
I keep rolling higher and
Ooh.
higher, though.
You just keep dropping 20s. Okay, that's cool.
That was at multi-attack 3. That's why he was only adding 3.
Yeah. All right, guys. Remember me, Menrian.
And the bow has the deadly trait, so that's another 16.
You're still alive.
Holy shit.
And the second shot
Second shot.
missed.
Okay.
Disorienting shot makes 2 strikes. If both hit, it procs something else, but they did not both hit.
No.
That's his turn. And he's still bleeding. Shit. All right, Lassiter. You're muted.
Remember, he's weak to fire.
He is weak to fire.
I just can't believe I'm alive.
Me neither, buddy.
Which one's immune to fire? Gerlunk? Where's Gerlunk?
Not immune, vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable to fire. And it's Garlock. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that guy. Fire. What do I got that's fire?
Got any burning hands or?
Half-ass jerky. Nice, that's awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
No, they don't need it. They're gonna come in here and build a chopper. They're not getting to a chopper.
Alright, let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's the last of my that level spells. That's a miss,
Gerlunk got
critical
hit.
miss, and 1 hit. The only one who got
Well,
hit
of
was
course, the
Gerlunk.
guy that's vulnerable to fire gets hit. I'm calling bullshit. 5 yards, first down.
And
It's only 90 days till football. What?
I'm advancing the combat tracker.
Okay.
And amazed that
All
I'm
right.
still alive.
I am kind of impressed. You are also off guard to the horse chopper. I hit.
That's a
Good
hit.
job. It's about time you do that.
6 points to Lassiter. Second attack. It's going to be the horse chopper. Also hit. Rolling low garbage damage.
Come on,
You know
can
what?
Do it.
Make-
One more
make it
time.
last. Just make it last.
Yeah, come on, bring out the
Good
guns.
job.
That's a
you
miss.
suck that bad that didn't even hit.
Yep, look
Jesus,
at me.
You're a disappointment to your mother. I say that in Goblin.
Shut up!
No.
All right. New swinger, new batter at the table, and the horse chopper. Oh wait, the 17 hit you?
Ooh,
Does
me?
does a 19 hit you?
Pretty sure 19 does. A 17 does too, so you can just kill me.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't he kind of far to be hitting Lassiter though?
Yeah.
Oh, my
he
bad,
is.
my bad.
You should
My
be
bad.
killing Hector first.
He will step here and do that
Oh.
with reach, and then it's legal.
Oh,
I thought I moved him.
it's because your mother doesn't love you either.
It's because I'm real. Those are your last words? That's what
Yep.
you're going with? All right.
Fuck.
Your initiative has dropped. It was not a crit, but you are at dying 2 because you were at wounded 1.
Okay.
That's the way Pathfinder works. Yay. Get rid of that wounded. And now he will use his second attack. Swing on over at Hector.
I was
Oh,
looking
shit.
a little TPK-ish at the moment.
It sure is.
22 just misses Hector. Very nice. Multi-attack 3. Healing his oats. Maresy's oats and Dozy's
Oh, wait a
oats
minute. Wait a
and
minute. No, he moved. He can't do that.
stepped.
Oh, he's-
Yeah, it was,
but that's still an
Yeah.
action.
Oh no, you're right. He's done. Either way, it's over.
Yeah.
It's Menrian's turn. Menrian,
so
burn him all down.
Menrian, I wish I had that firepower, but I kind of used up all my spell slots.
Yeah.
So he yells to Heck, "We gotta run!" and casts Warp Step on himself. So now my speed is 35, and I can strike twice.
Zing. He's out. I'm right behind you, buddy.
There's one.
My God.
Short little legs and all.
And
Oh man, this is one of those points where I'm like, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that Caravan disarmed the trap, so that you didn't just spring the web trap.
Yeah,
so
for
you
reals.
can't- You know what I mean? Like
for real.
every step you're taking is in. Was bought
And then-
for you by.
by Caravan, yeah. And then third action, gonna continue running. And
Go get some killers.
And you make it
So-
2 there.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Hector,
Okay.
Lassiter's not dead.
I know, but I have 1 hit point. So I am going to.
sorry, Lassie.
Sorry, lass. Move back around. Catch you on the flip side.
He's got a wife
You
to
at
come
the
back home to.
crossroads. It's just a picture of him like throwing up deuces and fading out.
I can move half of my distance there which prevents me from provoking opportunity strikes because I have the shielded stride.
I love that one. That's so good.
So I do that. I step around the corner and then I pull out a potion and I drink it.
Okay.
And let's see, what's my best healing option? It's my lesser. It's actually probably on my activities tab. The minor is the only one that's scripted. So
Exactly
the. Where is it? It is 2d8 plus 5. So I'm just gonna throw that in the chat and add it.
Picture right up.
Oh, that's better. That's another round of survival right there.
At least.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3.
So 36. Hey man, let me give you your hit points back. Yeah, you're in much better shape now. All right. Goblin War Chanter's feeling a little bossy and says some things in Goblin that no one understands, but for the audience's benefit, I'll let you know.
I understand it. I'm
You're
not dead
unconscious.
yet. Oh, I am.
Bind
Damn it,
the
I
big
missed it.
one's hands, and you fetch the chains. We will offer him as a sacrifice to the devil.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I think this is a good place to call the episode, because Hector and Menrian are going to make it back to town. Lassiter's going to be a prisoner of the goblins. And we'll decide if you really want to play the gunslinger, we can work that out. But I think Lassiter should consider being a prisoner of the goblins, because the Goblin War Chanter has soothed. So they can bring you back right now after you've been bound. Now, the thing is I like the idea of you next session
You might
breaking
be
free of your
sacrificed.
chains.
Or you
Just
may be
as the party,
sacrificed.
or you may be sacrificed.
Mm.
How do you want to call this?
Well, I'm only the archetype away from Polcone being finished. And I gave him intimidating prowess as a
And
stuffed
you-
animal.
Get that halfling.
All right, then we'll let it ride. Let's keep initiative. We don't have to cut it just yet. See how many people are making new characters.
Oh boy. Okay.
This guy runs over. Whoops. And will horse chopper Hector.
Don't need it.
And like always, miss. Last attack, last action, hero. Yep, the other ones were given commands. Gerlunk says,
Singer, remember I am in charge.
goes over to try to stab Hector around the corner. You're still his prey.
Sure.
Do have cover. Attacking around corners. We've been consistent with it. We've been really good about the rules tonight. Go us.
You to, from beyond, as I'm choking on my own blood, I go, I told you to fucking run.
Can I reactive shield block?
It does a new round.
Yeah.
Can.
see that? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that damage, and then we'll. So hardness is 5.
So 5 to you and 5 to the shield.
Yep.
Which means I give you back 10.
Alright, I'll open up my shield and put 5 more damage on it.
Sweet. How's the shield doing?
It's doing okay. I've only taken 9 points of my 28 points on it so far.
Cool. Let's get another attack.
Yeah. Cool. Bring it.
just swinging his dog slicer around the corner at you.
Shield's
It's,
up now at least. So.
yeah, he's not gonna hit with that. He's still bleeding. All right, Lassiter.
I should be at dying 2 because I was at wounded 1.
You are correct. You're at dying
Whoops.
2, and it's time to make a recovery check.
Oh, I gotta fix
Crit
the thing in
success.
front of my character.
Crit success.
Yeah, it doesn't align. All right, so you're dying.
Dying 2. Or dying 1.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna live.
I
whether
want to
you
run
want
into
to
the
or-
light.
Ah, that's hilarious. Okay. Okay, Menrian, you make it to the ladder and you're out of
Yeah, I'm running.
with that stride thing. You're up at the top of the ladder.
He's got little wings on his ankles. He's out. All right. So, first action, I'm gonna chop this guy.
Okay, you hit the Goblin Commando in the corner for heavy damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do my shielded stride backwards so I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
So you got one action left.
Then I'm gonna turn and sprint.
As a free action, you can give him the raspberry.
Okay.
All right, Goblin War Chanter just about has Lassiter hogtied. Goblin Commando still running after. Gets to here. Horse Chopper, that's 2 actions, so not going to be able to do anything except this. And if this misses, Hector, you get away. Because they will not pursue you out of the dungeon without further, without regrouping and, pep talk, all that jazz. And I missed.
Damn.
Except Gerlunk. He's a prick. And he will move to here.
Okay, bring it, Gerlunk.
You're still his prey.
So that's 2
And
actions, right? Move
no,
and
Hunter's
play.
Prey, creature that you can see, you can only have one creature designated, and it doesn't end until he picks a new one.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he draws his bow with his second action, because he's a little bit better with it, and shoots you with his third.
Presume this though, or not.
He hit. That was almost a crit. But your prey, once around, it's going to have the extra
Oh,
D8.
shit. That hurt. I'm okay.
And he's no longer bleeding. Lassiter,
Am I making a
recovery
save here?
check. Yep, recovery check.
Solid.
All right, you are stabilized, which is somehow worse. And you are wounded 2.
We wounded 2 at this point, but
Wounded 2, stabilized, and restrained.
Can I make a whole bunch of noise? You fucking
You're unconscious.
suck.
You're stabilized, not conscious. Yep. And Hector, all you're doing is running. You'll get away.
yeah, I'm booking it.
You could stand and die, but
I don't want to stand and die. I gotta get.
He's
home.
got a wife at home.
Yeah.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
so you get away.
Yep. I'm sorry, Lassiter. I did what I
It's okay.
could. We'll come back.
Lassiter is
Yeah,
taken
welcome
prisoner
back.
by the Whistle Fangs. You guys can leverage that in town. Lassiter is a little better liked than some of you.
Try to get some
Alright.
backup.
Woo.
Is that badass that was hanging out down at the Rusty Dragon?
Right. So
TBD.
TBD. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
running across the top. Name of this, I'm totally blanking. It's Grim here in the Interlands. Devil's Platter. Running across the Devil's Platter. It's the hours grow long. You realize it'll be nighttime by the time you get back to Sandpoint. But you're 2 of you are running, and it's a quiet run. You haven't begun to process your emotions. You don't have the luxury of that right now. You must escape. and you must evade any other goblin patrols that are out here. And as you climb down into the Turandok River Valley, the other side of the platter, patrol nearby, speaking in Goblin. You can't hear what they're saying, but decide to wait. When we pick up next session, it will be the two of you sneaking back to Sandpoint. We'll do some flipping back and forth so we can let Lassiter roleplay being prisoner, because he's not going to be without agency. He's going to be without pants and his spell book and all of his gear. He's going to wake up as a guest of the Whistlefang Goblins. And thank you. Oh, go ahead.
Do you have to study your cantrips that you know?
No.
I didn't think so.
I don't think so. Well, there's wizards get the ability to like swap out cantrips as prepared spells too.
Right.
Whatever cantrips he has prepared, he'll keep prepared. It's just his spell slots are the least of his worries. The Whistlefangs aren't nice. They want to sacrifice him to the Sandpoint Devil. And the cool thing is he'll get to overhear conversations that they'll have in Goblin, and he understands Goblin. So that's something we have to look forward to. If you want to keep playing Lassiter, if you don't, they'll knife you in the throat as part of the sacrifice, and it's a horrible fate. But your new character will be in Sandpoint, recruited by Menrian and Hector. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. Check us out next week. The Arc Season 7 continues. I think that's Episode 6 for that.
Sounds right. Something like that.
Yeah. Hey, I pretty sure got Tuesday. Check me out over at Frontline Fiction. I'm going to be playing my Dwarf Rogue in the Menace Under Magnamar storyline, and it is awesome and a whole lot of fun. So hope you guys will watch that. Thank you to Smiteworks for Fantasy Grounds. We love this virtual tabletop. It's we've grown with it, and it's come a long way. And it people may have been doing some dance moves, but man, the GM's dice finally showed up, and I didn't know I had it in me. Thank you to my awesome players for putting up with my eccentricities and being willful participants in drawing in the other half of the map with me. And thank you, Kev, for engineering this. Thank you, Sirenscape, for the tunes and the things that go bump in the night. Yeah.
And thanks to the Ineffable for making all of this possible.
And thank you to our followers, our subscribers. Thank you for the chat, for the real-time feedback, for the laughs. And we're gonna give us a little bit of time, but we're gonna incorporate something where you spend a bunch of your Twitch currency, and you can buy the GM having to give somebody a hero point.
Ooh.
So that should be fun. And we'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.